Let's go
And
live with
we're live. Yeah, we're
chill
live, man.
drinks up.
You know, cheers. All right, there we go. All right.
Oh,
So after the last live, I really enjoyed having that conversation, and I definitely noticed that as guys of this generation, we pretty much both grew up the same exact way. Like very, and not the most. I don't even want to say not the most healthy, just a different gender dynamic. Do you think that happens in a lot of other households? Like the friends that you were telling me that they pretty much went through the same scenario that you went through, I went through, like with their girlfriends. Do you think that's a common thing?
girlfriends and boyfriends.
What do you mean?
I think. Well, I feel like this is what I feel like. I feel like yes, it happens more often than not. I think that even not even speaking on gender roles, other issues in the household that might cause things to happen to us in the future when we're adults, including the I guess gender roles, but also our personalities too. How they mesh, how our traumas and experiences mesh with our personalities. Because what I noticed about you and all my other friends is that not all my friends are like that, even though we have gone through the same things.
What
All
do you
my
mean?
friends are like say it again.
What do you mean by like not like what?
Like us. I feel like we have similar personalities.
Yes.
So there are other people with personalities similar to us.
Okay.
And what I've seen is that they tend to have the same thoughts
Issues.
that we have and issues that we have.
Okay.
So I say it's less of a how we're born, because a lot of people are born like us and they're fine. And we're fine. We're not bad.
We're bad. We're damaged, bro.
But like everybody's damaged.
Yeah, I'm joking.
But
I'm joking.
but I feel like uh, there's a trait in us that makes us, and I feel like our biggest problem is overthinking, that makes us.
Oh, that is a fact, bro. That is a fact, 120%.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. So
Like overthinking is. Continue. Sorry.
no, that's basically it. I feel like it's not really a generational thing. I honestly think that like people like us will always have this problem. You know,
You don't
and,
think that it
and
stems
people
from
with
how we were
different.
raised? Do you think it has anything to do with how we were raised, though? Because I mean, think about it. Like you said, I was raised in a household with a very like domineering mom, and so were you.
Yeah,
Correct. So we were used to dynamics where we never learned to assert our boundaries, especially when it came to women, because our mother will always assert that over us.
mm-hmm.
So now we fall into these relationships where it's like we go with much women that will assert more boundaries, and we generally won't feel comfortable in that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like I'm this is a free talk, so I'm curious on what you
No,
think.
yeah, I like what you're throwing. My thing is like the combination of our parents were always gonna make us. So we're born like that almost. So it almost has nothing to do like our parents. My mom was domineering before she had me. My dad was passive and quiet before he had me,
Hmm.
and I believe that a mix of those two came out with me. So no matter who my parents were, that was always was gonna be with me. You
Okay.
know, it almost didn't matter the experiences, because the experiences were gonna happen, because that's naturally what's gonna happen with those two kinds of people, and that's naturally what's naturally gonna happen to me is where I am right now, and where you are right now, and where everybody else is right now. Everybody is where they're supposed to be,
Hmm.
and this is the process. Like unless you give up, this is the process. This is what life
I
is
mean,
gonna be.
I don't think there's giving up, and I definitely don't think there is anything I think the way we were raised was very good, as in we were taught to. You and I are very much good chameleons. We can go into any room and be very friendly to anyone, and people will just generally like us. We're likable people.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think we have learned to assert our boundaries as well as we should.
Right. Right.
You know, and I don't, and
Definitely.
I don't. If I go out on a whim and say, I don't think that's just us. It might just be men of this generation. What do you think of that? Men of this generation, we're just not good at asserting our boundaries, or do you think it would just probably be more of a the way we were raised and stemming from our childhood and how we had a more domineering mom and a more passive father created passive guys,
Yeah,
guys that
I would say.
are
Uh,
very good at adapting and very friendly, but we lack uh, boundary assertiveness.
Everybody. Well, yeah. Like I feel like it's the second part. I don't think it's a generational thing. I think everybody. I feel like the generations have all been the same. Honestly, like I don't. I don't think that there's ever been much of a big difference between the generations. As much as people like to say, like people love to say that right now, but I
Uh,
don't. I honestly don't think that anything's really changed because they see it now. They've never seen it before.
True.
Like in the '80s, we had MTV, so we saw a little bit of what the young kids are doing, and then everybody went crazy. And then
Yeah.
in the '90s, we had TV and like it's like the beginning of like the whole social media concept, the reality TV concept. So we were like, what the hell are these kids doing? Like we see it more now than ever. So people are like, oh my god, like this world is turning upside down. Like
Yeah.
generation to
Versus it
generation.
might have just been the same thing over and over, but now like we have cameras and
Now we
to
have
actually
cameras
publicize what is actually happened.
and we're pointing them at each other. But like even like the androgyny, even the gender roles were always there. Like there was like there were always like homosexuals. There were always people like David Bowie, Prince. You know, like the androgyny was always there. But now it's like scary. Well, it's always been scary uh, for like people that don't understand it. So I don't think it's a generational thing. I honestly think we're actually like I think better off than we were before. But in my
Do you
opinion,
think our generation of men and not even our generation of men, do you think guys like us can ever be prepped for marriage in a traditional sense?
it's a tough one because it depends on your definition of traditional, and it depends
Let,
on whether like you want that.
so let me say this: traditional and the idea of um, the man taking charge, the man taking the lead, and having the final say and kind of making those tough decisions.
Yeah. Again, like I don't even know what that means. I've never felt like I lost a lead in any of
Mhm.
my relationships.
Okay.
I've never felt that.
Okay.
It only might look like that
Okay.
because of how other people view what taking the lead means.
Okay.
But I've never really like felt like I was beneath my girlfriends or anything like that, and they've never like said that to me or something. They
Yeah.
never like displayed that to me.
That'd be kind of crazy if they did.
I'm
I'm gonna be
like,
like, "Yo, are you good, bro?"
yo, I'll see you. I'm out of here. But I like you. You know, I never felt like that, and I don't think that's really a problem with me because I know as long as you know who you are, and that's tough at first. That's tough, but as long as you just like say the truth about the things that you want, you'll never feel like that. Like even sometimes you want them to take the lead. I don't even know what that means honestly, but like sometimes you want them to take the lead, sometimes you take the lead. You want the thing for guys like us is not to force anything.
Hmm.
Like, we need a flow. That's the way. That's the only thing that we need, or else we'll feel constricted and we'll leave. Like we can't feel caged, because
Yes.
then that's what's gonna
Yes.
mess us up. So
Yeah.
there has to be a flow for us. So like the best thing is to be honest, because then we'll be like, all right, so I don't really feel like that. Boom. And then now it's up to them. If they go no and they cage us, then we leave.
Yeah.
But if they go okay, they compromise with us, then we stay.
So I'm very much a person that's left every relationship I've been in. All right. It's not a
Mhm.
brag. I'm not proud of it, but it isn't. I
Clem,
mean,
who would leave you, bro? You sexy bastard.
but listen, I'm not proud of it, but it has happened. So now at this point, I'm kind of like, why would I be running it unless you're saying a lot of this is going to be a learning lesson. Running into these bad relationships will always be a learning lesson. And I even
Oh
think they
hell
were
yeah.
bad, but necessarily not the right ones.
I mean, they you left them, so they were bad. At some point, they got so bad that you left.
And you think
So
that's similar to your situation?
yeah, not even that they were bad. I was
But
I
that's what I'm
was
saying.
bad. Then no.
Yeah, exactly.
then,
That's what I'm saying.
but
It's like it's not like the
then,
relationship was bad. It's that you guys and that's why I say I think with the way we were raised, we see the red flags and we ignore the red flags, thinking that
oh yeah,
because we are good at flowing, we can just flow. It'll naturally work itself out, and then we
yeah,
eventually hit a point where we're kind of like this shit ain't gonna work out. Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
hell's happening?
Right. There has to be a balance, like
Yeah,
of like a flow, but flow also means where you want to go. Like the problem with us is we don't know where we want to go, so we trust them, and then we're like, oh wait, I don't want to be here. This is where
yeah,
I don't want to be here. So the whole thing is about working on yourself, and that's what I mean when it gets bad. Like I get bad. Like I start getting lazy. I start getting toxic. I start getting a way where I start to become like depressed and anxious because I've decided to hand my life over to this person,
yes,
and and that's always like that's never when you give yourself up to something or to someone, to an idea, a company. When you give yourself up, you're gonna be miserable.
your identity.
So yeah, so the whole thing is like flowing to your own tide, and then that brings me back to your question about can we ever like settle down with the traditional concept of marriage. Is like we don't want to, dude. Like we want to make our own definitions.
Yeah,
That's what I realized about me. I want to make my own thing, and like to the max of what marriage, to the traditional part of marriage that I'll agree with is because I'm straight, I'll marry a girl. That's like pretty much it.
yeah. Well,
Everything
well,
else,
all right,
that's pretty much it.
all
Everything
right.
else,
That's it.
everything else to me is up for grabs. Everything else to
Okay,
me is a
okay.
concept that I can negotiate. Like we can negotiate our lives. We don't have to like.
I
We
agree
don't,
with that. I 100% agree with that. So now let me ask you this: if we in the sense that we don't see traditional, okay, we don't like the idea of traditional being tied, being grasped down. What is the female equivalent or complementary to us? What would she be like? What is that personality like?
Clem, that's what we've been. That's what we're looking for, motherfucker. Like, if we knew that answer, then we wouldn't be having this fucking conversation right
We
now.
would be here right now.
I'd be with her on a date. I'd be texting you like, Clem, I can't do it tonight because
All
I'm
right, all
working.
right. That's fact. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
But I would say they're independent too, in that they leave us alone when we want. Very similar to us, I'd say, but I'm not too similar because we're also emotional. Um, I would say independent, logical, and
Logical. Wow. Hey, these are good points you're hitting, man. Logical is definitely like a big one that I'm like,
Yeah,
Like
we
if
need.
someone is a bit emotional, I'm just like come
Oh,
on.
bro, don't even.
Yeah.
Don't
Like that's too much.
like right now. I'm like, yeah, we need.
I want to be able to talk to them and them understand. Like, yeah, I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm just saying this because I see it as it is.
Yeah, and they go, okay, not what the. And they start flipping tables and stuff like that. And chill, I guess. I guess chill is the third thing, but I don't know how to like actually tell like put like scientific words to them. I don't even know if I'm right because like that's probably like what I'm looking for. That's what we're doing right now is searching for that. So we start dating, we start meeting other girls, we start seeing what we like.
I don't know. I think it's definitely logical is definitely a big one for sure. I agree with you 100% on that. Chill is a big one. I think guys like us have to run into a situation where we'd have to um, they would have to pretty much be someone that is a friend and that eventually evolves into something serious. I don't know if we can date them and then make it something serious right off the bat.
No, because we fall in love too fast.
Yeah.
We would fall in love with anything, bro.
Yeah.
If it looks like a girl, we fall in love with it. So we gotta make sure that we like them first. So I think you're right. I think like we gotta be. I don't know if friends is the right word. We gotta know that.
No. Honestly, I truly believe friends is something that I think we have to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like just because, like
I
you
feel
said,
that.
we fall in love with just about anyone that's gonna glance in our direction. Like, and so it's hard to say. Um, we'd have to fight ourselves from falling in love with the idea of being in love with them because
Mhm.
I don't think we fall in love. I think we fall in love with the idea of being in love with them.
Yeah, we
That
have
is why we eventually end up breaking up because it's kind of like, well, this wasn't the love that I thought it was.
no, yeah. We're just
You
like
know?
riding the high of our first initial feeling. We're like
Yeah.
drug addicts. We're like addicts.
I mean,
We're addicted to the feeling, so we try to keep it as long as possible. And then so we like compromise, and they're not even asking us to. Like
exactly, and that's why
we're just doing
it's such
it.
a shitty thing because it's
We're
like
not.
we prolong it for so long.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. 100%.
killing John over here in these comments. John is suffering listening to us.
What's John say?
He says, "She." John, you're gonna call in and make me rethink my life, bro. Like, all right, this is why we're drinking. No, I definitely think just because I mean since the first day I met you, I was always like, all right, this guy's a cool guy. But
Thank you.
having listening to you play outside. Were you serious? I played outside all the time. I was raised in Africa.
Yo, yeah.
Like I think, damn, I lost my train of thought.
I played outside with no shoes on, John. You know what that means?
Fact. Yes. Played outside with no shoes, man. I think that's a younger generation past us. I think that's a younger generation past us. All right. I solely believe that the way we were raised is what shaped us, and it has the negative ramifications are showing themselves a lot more now later in our life because now we've sat through long relationship after long relationships, and now like that we're hitting like our 30s, we're reflecting now a little bit more and thinking like, wait a minute, I haven't really thought about any of this stuff that I've been doing. I've kind of just been going with the flow.
Yeah, but
And
like, isn't that what we're supposed to do when you're
go with
young?
the flow. I mean, go.
Just like make mistakes, like fuck up, like date the wrong girls, and get herpes. Like
There's a line. There's nothing. We don't go that far, But
like that's just what happens. Like I don't regret anything. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about doing anything.
I mean, that's true. I don't feel bad. I do think that smarter decisions could have been made.
But what's the fun in that, John? I mean, Clem. I'm already fucking tipsy.
I think was a smart decision that, I mean, could have been on a different life trajectory. I mean, closer to where we actually want to be. But then again, you have to really think, where do you actually want to be?
Yeah, but we don't know that. And if we got there, we'd probably be fucking pissed. Like, this is it. I'm out of here. That's how we are. We don't have an end. We just have things to do.
I'm curious. What are your plans? Like, what are your life plans? Do you have any? Do you feel comfortable sharing it? Like,
Yeah. So I've always been like a guy that did everything but committed to nothing, and like that's always been my thing. And I've had like different jobs, and I thought I wanted to do a hundred different things. And
I get it. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
I get it, bro.
Yeah. So like I never wanted to, again, it's all about the flow. Like you never want to be tied down to one thing, especially like a job that like forces time out of you and forces you to like commit to it. Same problem with girls. But like I just made the decision um to like try something and see if I'm good at it. And there's a lot that I'm not. There's a lot that I'm good at. Like I'm like I've because we're such chameleons, we can learn
Yeah,
to adapt to a lot of different jobs.
very.
But I guess I always had the inclination for literature and the English language and law. So I said last year, I said, hey, let me just like go to school and try to do something with law. It's something that I've always been interested in. It's something that I've always like, it always grabbed my attention. So let me just try it. And
Okay.
then I did it and I went to school and I got it like that. It was like made for me.
Yeah.
It,
Second nature.
it like, it like, it it pulled on every one of the positive traits of myself that I think that I
Okay.
the things that I think I'm good
And
at.
how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for 2 years now.
Oh, 2
Uh,
years. Okay, so you're
yeah,
well past the honeymoon phase of it, essentially.
yeah, and like if I was gonna quit, I was gonna quit like a couple months
A
ago
couple months in, yeah, about
because it was like
8 months to a year max.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
it was
that's usually about the sweet spot where it's kind of like, all right, I'm tired of this.
yeah, it was getting annoying. So now my plan is to finish school, get my bachelor's degree, and then go to law school, which is about
Okay,
like 5 years, 5 6 years.
okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and then that's as far as I thought about it. I never thought about anything else. Um, that's it.
Relationship wise, have you ever thought about future with any of your exes? Have you ever seen a future with any of your exes?
Yeah, my last ex, I saw a future with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how far of a future are we talking? We talking,
It
the
was
whole nine, white picket fence, dog named
it was
Lala.
tough. I For me, it was tough because we had different opinions on things, on our futures. Like I wanted kids, she didn't want kids.
Ooh,
That was the biggest one.
it's a hard compromise, my friend.
Exactly, yes, and like that's probably the reason, like one of the reasons why it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But the what I had in mind is I don't want to picket fence. Like I'm not good at like mowing the lawn and shit. I don't want to. I don't want to like
Listen, that's why you can become a lawyer, so you can hire someone to do that,
exactly.
right?
So like what I always thought of is like buying like a condo in New York, like a nice condo, and just like raising like I don't know 2 kids there with a wife, if like or like a girlfriend. Like I never even thought about getting married really, but I could have that. That's the thing about us. We don't like to think about the future either, like in a solid
And
way.
it's solidified, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We like to keep our options open.
I don't know, because a lot more recently, and for me, I've definitely been thinking like, all right, I would definitely want to have kids, and I'd want to marry. I'd want to own multiple properties, but similar to you, I'd want my main to be in like a city lifestyle, like where there's a lot happening. So every night is not going to be the same. We want variety always, all the time. There needs to be life happening, but a lot differently than what I've been thinking is I want my life, like I actually want to see my life grow now. And my life growing means I see kids there. I see a wife there that I can actually grow with.
Yeah.
And I know that most most women would want to be married before kids. But honestly, I like not even most women. I want to be married. Like I actually want
Yeah.
to be married to someone.
Yeah. Yeah. I always
You know,
thought I was gonna get a girl pregnant.
chill,
Yeah.
stop, bro. Like
Yeah.
my heart's about to fucking sink out.
Yeah.
Like, if that
I
ever
was
happened,
gonna. I'm like, let me get a girl pregnant and then I'm good. That's it.
man. That's
Just like
it.
trick her.
You savage.
Yeah.
You're an animal.
Well, I was playing outside with no shoes on, so like I know, like I literally like haven't. I never like wore a condom up until like a couple months ago. So
You're a savage. You're a savage. Most guys don't, but you're a savage. Yeah, you're an animal. So kids, you think you'd much rather marry or you'd much rather have kids than a marriage?
well, if you have kids, you have a marriage.
No.
Why do you get married? You get
Why
married. You get married to have kids. So if you have kids,
you get married to have kids, but there's a lot of people with kids without a marriage.
right. But like like she's always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And like he's a or the kids is like a piece of her. So you have a family. Like you have that already now, and like you're always gonna have that. So to me, I'm always like, what if if you're gonna get married, then you're gonna have kids. So like skip the end, just skip the middleman, just have kids and stay together. You know?
What about this? Isn't marriage security? Sealing the deal on your business partner? Because
Yeah,
marriage is a business.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it's like if you want to think of it like that, like a government way, like
Someone
for
who
the
is
government.
free and not committed. Oh, that is a perfect. That's a perfect depiction on what it is exactly that you want.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself finding that person, that one person that you can actually say like, I could see myself tying myself to this person for and grow with?
Yeah, yeah. It's for us is like we just got to make that decision. Like we got to really like within ourselves make that decision. We haven't made that decision yet. There's always something like taking us back to who we are,
Do
who
you
we.
do you want to make that decision? Let me ask you that because I know I want to. I
Yeah,
know I want to. Um, whether I found someone to do that with, no. Have I seen? And that's the cold, honest truth that I. If any of my exes ever see this, I'm sorry, but I never saw it. I never saw a future with any of them.
yeah,
I saw a good time. I never saw kids. I never saw the white picket fence. The two kids. Like the American dream. I never saw that with them. I saw a finite future.
yeah. But why? Then why do you think? Why do you think you did it then? Why do you think you became their boyfriend?
Because I thought it was a good idea. It was just the next step. You know,
Yeah,
it was the next step, and I thought honestly, I was just like, things will change. That's literally my thought process. My thought process was, things will change.
yeah,
Let's see what happens.
yeah,
And they don't. So I learned from therapy.
yeah,
Shit does not change. You
yeah,
got to kind of go in with a game plan on what it is that you exactly want.
yeah. Well,
Um,
you gotta change. You gotta change how you think. You gotta like. Honestly, to me, like the way I think about it is just like pick a girl. Grab a girl and pick her. Like, hey, that's gonna be the girl I'm gonna. Like, you gotta say that. You gotta say that to yourself, and like, no matter what, you won't change your mind. Because that's really all it is. It's not like anything beyond like a pragmatic thought that you have. To me, in my opinion, The thing is, we like overthink ourselves back into saying no. We say yes, and then we go all the way around back to no.
Yo, they're roasting. They're trying to roast us in the comments over here. Look at these two. We're looking for a unicorn in the desert, a unicorn in the fall. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are the worst.
That's not fair. They already got their fucking.
I know. They got their.
Isn't that rude?
Seriously. Like,
Meanwhile, they're not telling us how.
They don't need to.
Yeah, they're keeping a mad fucking
They don't
quiet.
give a shit. They don't give a shit about how we got.
Yeah.
What we got. They're like, yo, struggle. You guys are men. Suck it up. All right.
It's true. Yeah.
What other question that I want to ask you? What does being a husband mean to you? Do you think it holds any significant weight?
I guess not. Now that I think about it, I never thought about that. Just like being like a father, like being a father, and then that's it.
All right, we got our dad's about to hop in. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
How you doing, Dad?
Well, you know, I'm sitting out there like, what the fuck? I said, they both drunk. I thought they drunk.
We've been drinking.
They gotta be drunk.
I've been drinking.
They've been drinking since 3:30.
Nah, he just came from a workout. I just came from a run. Like, I'm feeling good, you know. So after a run, the best thing to do is drink some wine, of course.
The way we were raised is what shaped us.
What am I hearing? What am I hearing?
The negative.
Oh, you have YouTube playing in the background.
Yo, turn off your YouTube, Dad.
Because now,
Come on, Dad.
Come on, Dad.
It's not on.
relationship, and now, like that, we're hitting.
But it's definitely,
We're reflecting now a little bit more and thinking like, wait a minute.
yeah. I hear
You know
myself.
what?
That's my
Yeah.
nasally ass voice.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
All right.
He
All
really
right,
is
so-
a dad.
What do you think of what we've been saying, John?
What the man? You already know. What the fuck y'all talking about? Boy, y'all make this shit out to be like rocket fucking science, bro. I'm serious, bro. It's like, nigga, I'm like, maybe my babies need me to just draw up this complex fucking formula. You find this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, we're
know
reinventing
it's
the
right.
wheel, bro. We're reinventing the wheel.
Yeah.
You probably won't never find it, but if you do, son, this is the one you married. Right here, this bitch. X plus 2 equals M squared. Find her ass. Nah, man, like y'all for real, y'all are really overthinking the fuck.
No, that's what I'm saying, John. Like that's our problem. That's
We
why.
overthink the shit out of everything, and that's why we're having this talk, because it's like, oh, I understand this guy. Like, we have the same thought process, and that we overthink the shit out of everything, and that's what we're talking about.
And
Do
y'all,
you think
y'all
that it
sound
stems-
like two blind men who trying to decide to go drive a car in traffic, and which one of y'all is best equipped to do this. Like, I can change the gears.
John, isn't that a good show though?
Yeah, it's good. I'm not listen, but it's
Have you
funny.
seen Two
It's,
Blind
I
Men?
swear to God, it's funny as shit. So I'm sitting out here and I'm pulling my hair out. I'm like, what? And then Elmer's like, yeah, like it's always been there. Like, what? No, we do not have the same fucking generations, and it's evident. No, it was not the same. No, y'all think different. Y'all think different than we did. Y'all don't do the same things we did. We didn't allow the same things to manifest. We just didn't.
What do you mean?
Like, you were not allowed to be fat and go to school. Nigga, you get homeschooled or lose weight, but you wouldn't come in there fat. You just get fucked with all day. All day. That's why you had one fat kid graduate per class. That's it. And that's
He
it.
got picked on.
Fuck yeah, he got picked on every year. Nigga will lose a lot of weight though, but he just, I mean, you know, once you become fat so and so, you're just fat so and so. Even if you're skinny, you're still fat so and so, or fat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't fucking nice.
Yeah.
We didn't get participation trophies, nigga. If you want a trophy, you had to win that bitch. If you didn't win it, oh well, you
Yeah, but
fucking suck.
okay. So
But
I
I think
get what you're saying, but how does
I
that
think
play
it
into
changed.
our situation, though?
Oh, it plays
Like,
a lot into it. It plays into your fucking mindset.
but it's not. It's also not true, John. It just changed with the thing.
How many fat kids did you
now,
have?
no, I'm saying now it was fat kids in your generation, but now it was gay kids in another generation. It was trans kids in another generation. Now we're discovering what the new thing to not be is. It's always changed. There's always,
the new. You don't want to be this.
yeah,
Oh,
the
that's what
new
you're talking
thing
about.
to pick on.
So
So-
okay. I got you. I got you.
The general behavior between human beings have always stayed the same.
No, I'm talking about there was a bunch of shit that you didn't want to be in our generation. You didn't want to be fat. You didn't want to be gay. You wanted to be fucking just there, normal. If you was a dude, you fuck with girls. If you was a girl, you fuck with men. You don't fuck with each other. This just wasn't allowed. It did not fly over at all. Period.
Yeah. What I'm saying is there's things now that you can't be. It's always gonna be
Like, what
there.
is it? I can't figure it out. What is it?
Well, you never figure it out when you're here, when you're existing in it. You always figure it out.
I mean, okay. So I will say for what John said, the thing to not be was fat.
Yeah.
For our generation, the thing that like you didn't really want to be. I hope my channel doesn't get canceled for saying this, but you didn't want to be gay. You didn't want to be that gay.
Yeah. Yeah. When we were growing up. Yeah.
Nigga, that was across the board in our shit too. Like it just wasn't even heard of. You did not want to be that motherfucker. If you was walking around in high heels in the closet, you better.
But that wasn't even a thought. Like that wasn't even a thing.
We had sissies. We had sissies. We had one dude that was out, like he was running loose, and he was a big motherfucker. When nobody say shit,
chain him down. He's running loose.
We like this nigga was John Chapman. This motherfucker he dressed in drag. And we just got this nigga was big, bro. Like, wasn't nobody gonna say none of that big old motherfucker? Who gonna say nothing to him? He like, shit, you say something. Not saying them to him. Man, John ain't finna whoop my ass. Then I got beat up by a sissy. You crazy as hell. I'm not going. He can wear all the lipstick he want to wear. He's one person. But other than that, everybody was like on the same sheet of music. So we have some of the same. That's what I'm saying. In this generation, I don't understand what the fuck it is. Man, y'all got motherfuckers who it's okay to be a fucking giraffe if you want to, if you feel like you can be a fucking giraffe. Like, I identify as a fucking giraffe. I'm not tall at all, but goddamn it, that's the way I feel. And this generation seems to fucking, it's okay. And if you speak out against it, oh my God, that's racist. How could you say that? He feels like he's a giraffe. You're so fucking insensitive. Why don't y'all just hurry up and die? Like, well, damn, bitch. He feel like he a giraffe, and you don't find nothing weird with that. Like, this nigga is 5'3", but he thinks he's a giraffe. Whatever. And he just don't even want to talk.
Yeah.
He just don't want to say nothing. And that's a problem with me. Because it makes me know that your mindset has been fixed at some point in your life to where it's got to be like how I want it to be. And if I don't fit in, then I will make the world fit to me. And I don't have to fit to the world. And you find a bunch of little other flunkies who can't fucking succeed at nothing. And all of them get together and say, you know what? I'm a flunky too. God damn it. I want to be a gorilla. But they said I don't fit the description. Who cares what they say, baby? You can be a gorilla. You be the best gorilla. Okay, well, as of now, I am a gorilla. And all I see when I hear this shit is a bunch of little mental illnesses running around here trying to make the fucking world conform to them instead of them trying to fucking change their mindset, develop a growth mindset, and fucking succeed at something. If you suck, get better at it. You don't have to be a loser. Fucking be a winner. Try to be a winner. Instead of just saying, okay, I can't do this. Like this whole cutting their dick off and going to compete against girls. Really? That's the only reason you cut your dick off, because you want to compete against girls. Because you know you are no good.
I think that's far-fetched from our situation. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's the difference in our generation, bro.
We're
John,
don't you think
there's always
like figuring out the women that we want, and you're like, these niggas out here cutting their dicks off. So.
I see he's connecting the dots. But John,
I swear to God, I'm connecting the dots.
I see it, John. I'm with you. John, don't you think that there's always been guys like that or people like that? And
yeah,
as far as the majority, it's never really affected them. You know what I'm saying?
It's because it was laws in place to where it couldn't affect the group.
Hold on.
Like you could,
Elmer,
that was
Elmer, do you
illegal.
wanna,
Like you could not come to school dressed any kind of fucking way you want.
Yeah.
Elmer, do you want to tackle this real quick?
What's that?
What?
I think it's good to think about the type of women you want in detail. Have y'all tried dating websites? What is wrong with the women?
Women in dating websites.
Women that we have dated.
You know what? Website dating might be good for y'all too.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm gonna
think
tell you why. Because it removes that social anxiety that y'all go through.
I have a lot
And it
of,
allows you
well,
a
not
safe
a lot.
distance.
I had a lot of success on there. So I mean,
Because it's right up your fucking alley. You
Not
love,
really.
It's that tech shit. You love talking like it. That's how you like it, right?
what do you mean texting? I hate to, like, you've tried
Now,
texting me.
technology.
Yeah,
shit.
Oh,
Technology.
technology.
TECH, not
Yeah.
text, TEX.
texting.
Yeah,
Okay.
not texting. The tech,
Yeah.
run the tech lines, and it's safe. Like you don't have to really pull the trigger on.
No. You can
swipe left if you want to, whichever way. Is
and you
the
can
wrong
like
way.
and you can say and like if you get rejected, you can say like it wasn't real because you haven't they didn't like reject
Yeah,
you
in
to
your
your
mind. You see what I'm saying? You see. Now let's pause the video for a minute, and I'm
Okay.
fixing to tackle that because now I got my psychology hat on. I'm gonna get
Okay.
your ass today. I got you. It's just us. Look
Me?
here. You see
Me?
how you said
I mean, we're both of us. So,
well, and if you get rejected, see, you can try and deny this, but now I got you. Got your ass in the trap. You are worried too much about a motherfucker telling you no. That you won't go after who the fuck you really want.
yeah.
So you settle. You gotta stop. What's she gonna do? Kill your firstborn kid? Rape you?
possibly.
Beat your ass up? The worst she can say is no. No.
Yeah.
No. I don't want to talk to you. No, thank you. Okay. Then you sit back and you fucking go to the table and then you reanalyze your fucking moves and go back again.
Yeah.
But that's what you get when you grow up in a society where everybody's get a fucking trophy for participation. You didn't get a trophy. You don't know how that feels. You did not win nothing. So how does that feel? That's what I'm trying to say. That's where the dots was coming in at.
Yeah. You're
Nigga,
saying
we won and we fucking lost, nigga. If I
You're
got beat up,
saying-
oh well. I fought.
you're saying in a generation where everybody gets what they want, they can't.
Yeah.
They're too scared of not getting what they
showing
want.
up, you get a prize. You
Yeah.
get a shiny object just for showing up. But in the generation
I mean,
where nigga, you either
like,
won and you didn't get
I guess
nothing.
we both competed and we both competed hard to win in what we were both of our sports.
Mhm.
So I mean,
So
With
there,
that
where's
stuff-
the level of competition? So why is he so scared to get told no? Why does it matter? If you scared to get told no, how the hell you gonna get into a ring with somebody and fight and win?
See,
That motherfucker liable to hurt your ass. A no is not the worst thing that can fucking happen.
I don't think that we're scared to get told no in the initial point. I think we're getting scared to get told no
Down the long stretch.
about the marriage, about the having kids. I think that's what we're getting scared to. That's why we're not committing.
About that.
That's why we're not committing as much. Well, that's the problem that me and John had. Me and Clement.
I don't know why.
Because I feel like me and Clem can get.
Old name.
Because me and Clem are like I don't know. I gotta ask Clem, like we've gotten girlfriends easy. Now we just don't know how to stay there.
No, listen. I don't think it's just not knowing how to stay there because we've both gotten them easy, but we both left everything that we've been in.
What the fuck?
Right.
This is what I want to know. What are you guys? What would be a perfect relationship for both of you? Clem, you go first. What would be you a traditional motherfucker. You know what? You go last, because I know what you want. Elmer, your ass, you go first. Clement done got this. He already know what's going on. What would be a perfect relationship for you to where your little hot ass wouldn't go nowhere? What would be a perfect one? You just sit your little hot ass down. Because I was on your TikTok, and I was like, I was looking, I said, this nigga funny. He a handsome, he kind of tall too. What the fuck wrong with him? What the fuck you mean he can't? He this and that. Nigga, get some confidence. What the fuck wrong with you? Now it wouldn't do to be me to be you. Well, I have HIV or something. Nigga, I'll be everywhere. Nigga, I'll be all over New Jersey. In New York, niggas, they would know about me in the tri-state area. I'm telling you, nigga, they would know who the fuck I am. I promise you that. Girl, that's Elma from TikTok. Shit. Tell me, I'm serious, girl. He came by. Elma got you too, girl. He got me too. Nigga, I'll be all up around the damn Hudson River. You understand? But anyway,
John,
what is the perfect relationship for you? How would this girl be? How would she be? And you won't go nowhere. How would she be?
I don't know how to answer that. Like, I don't know.
What the fuck?
But let me ask you this:
and that's one of your
is Madison in the ballpark?
Want someone like a funny girl? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like.
Everybody wants that, right? Who doesn't want that?
No, you got guys who don't like it, but you with a sense of humor. You want to be serious all the fucking time. I've got friends like that. I am a doctor. I cannot be. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. I have prestigious colleagues of mine that we must entertain, and you are just out of line. So with that, I will adjourn to my home, and I suggest you do the same to your home, which is not.
All right, John, let me ask you this, and it's not me giving up. Like none of this, like this whole conversation we've had, like I'm just like free flowing out of my fucking head.
I got
so you. That's the whole point of
it. It's not even necessary that I'm like believing these things. I'm just like whatever thoughts that come to my head, I'm just shooting it out. Do you think that there's guys out there that aren't meant to be like in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like they're and like not or like just meant to be single, roaming around, fucking girls. Like
nigga, that's how all of us are meant to be. What the fuck you mean? I ain't bullshitting, nigga. I believe in evolutionary psychology. Nigga, that's what your go-to is. Roaming and fucking. So
you're saying getting in a relationship, getting in a relationship and like being married is the outlier?
Say what?
Like getting in a relationship and getting married is the outlier? Like is what?
That's something you have to learn. I keep telling. This is not a listen. Little boys don't sit at home and dream about what the fuck their wedding's gonna be like. They sit up and dream about what that pussy gonna be like.
Yeah.
Just call it what it is. You ain't set up and say, "Oh my God." If you was dreaming about that, you probably gay. Like you gay and you don't know you gay. Like if you talk like that, you're a little sissy boy. You understand? Like you are definitely a femboy.
I'm demonetized.
Because I don't think yeah, you might be marrying a man. So you ain't sitting around, oh my God, I want my colors to be pink, and I want her to wear this beautiful white gown, and I want this on my groom's cake. You don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. Somebody got to present that to you. If let me ask you something. If women came up to you and said, I'm gonna give us a week for us to know each other, but all I want is your sperm because I want good kids. I think you got great qualities. Yeah, and I want to have it the natural way, meaning I'll show you my clean bill of health, you show me yours, and I want to get it how it's supposed to be got, however many times it takes.
Yeah.
Okay, you would agree with that, am I?
No, yeah. I've offered my sperm to a couple different
That's people. What I'm trying to fucking tell you. You don't give a fuck about the commitment. The commitment is something you learn. You learn to be a committed motherfucker. Yeah. That comes from a girl who is your fucking best friend. And while you was laughing, somebody who's funny, my homeboy married the girl who played. When I seen them playing video games together, I said, nigga, y'all gonna get married one day. And he was like, well, stop, whatever, man. I'm gonna play her for life. This nigga ain't went out in 18 motherfucking weekends. Somebody here play her for life. Who the fuck you fucking besides her then? Who? We in the military, nigga. We go out to the nicest clubs and you ain't never going. Like 18 weekends in a row, you ain't went. You stuck on the game with her? That was his best friend. And guess what? They retired out the fucking military together. The motherfuckers did everything together, got kids together. That damn video game meant a lot. That was his best friend. That's who he fucked with. She replaced all of us. He could tell her anything.
And earlier, I was saying that for guys like us, we'd have to become good friends first.
Yeah.
For us, the second we pretty much glance in the girl's direction, it's like hard eyes. We fall in love. Like
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of like, just hear me out, John. I swear to God, fix your face, bro. Fucking.
That's
hear
what
me
we
out.
do, John, bro.
I'm just telling you, man. So
That's
I
what we
was saying, like for us, we'd have to become best friends with them. Like we'd have to hang out. Like we got to learn to
But we
shut
almost have to not like them at first. We almost have to like hate them.
not even hate them, but we just gotta like not see them as no. Honestly, it has nothing to do with them, but we have to change the way we see.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not.
We have to change the way we see women. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like I don't know. But, all right, John. Tell me,
weird.
Dad.
This is a special case. I've never seen no shit like this before.
Thank
Ever.
you.
So here's the thing, y'all are very unique. Y'all are unique, boys. I'm telling you, but that's okay. Y'all are red-blooded, heterosexual young men. So
I feel like this is what a doctor says like when he walks in and he's about to drop you have cancer. Like, he's like, it's okay. You know, it's not all bad, but you got cancer. Like,
I just don't want you to feel like pressure for the whole like trying to find a wife thing.
No, I definitely don't. I definitely don't. There's no
not even a
pressure there,
serious
I'll say
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, man.
That's
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't think there's as many cool girls that I would actually want to hang out with.
You ain't got a lot to choose from.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately starting to notice like there's not a lot of cool girls that I'll actually genuinely want.
See, I don't think so. I don't think that's true. I think our hangups and our views on women from our mom is making us not see the girls it's not making us see more girls. You know what I'm saying? It's only making us see the girls that we always fuck up with. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all might be fucking up with girl. Okay, let me ask you this. Do the girl put up any kind of fight to stay?
Yes.
No.
Well, that's that. You did good then. If she ain't gonna fight for you, then she playing too.
Yeah.
Her time with your dick has passed. She's done. It's over. So that Clem said, "Hell yeah,
get over it." Yeah.
Clem's got down like this woman holding on for dear life. He still cut her ass loose and sent her out the airplane. Bitch, go fly. But you got the parachute. Bitch, flap your hands. Bitch, flap your hands. But I don't give a fuck where you land.
Yeah. And that's why I hate breakups were bad just because I'm like fuck, like I hate putting this person that I cared about through this. You know what I'm saying? And I get that's how relationships like breakups are supposed to happen. I just hate going through that.
Well, nigga, listen, you can't have everything that you like in life, nigga. Just breaking up is part of it. She don't fit, don't commit. That's just that damn simple. If she don't fit, don't commit.
That's it.
She either gonna be what you want or don't go for it. But you can't be going for no mediocre motherfuckers and you know you want more. Because all you're doing is wasting time. At that point, that's the only fucking point I'm trying to tell you. Go after what the fuck it is you want. Find out what it is and go for that. Go after it.
Yeah.
But you gotta know, well, Elmer, in your case, you gotta define some shit. Like you are looking for Bigfoot, unicorn, all that shit. You more lucky. You are more apt to find a fucking. You know what? You got a better chance of finding a real live hermaphrodite before you find a fucking girl that you like.
John, maybe
a 0.000% chance of finding.
Maybe that's the girl for me.
No, sir. You ain't bringing that shit to my house. What the fuck you mean? No, no. They got both. Well, fuck. Technically, shit. They was born with both. I don't know. I don't know. I only ran across one. 47 years.
Shit.
That's amazing.
No, that was disgusting when you look down there. No, it was disgusting. She looked like a girl in every aspect with a elongated clit that was really long.
Whoa.
And she didn't have no ovaries. And she didn't have no balls. So she had a really long clit, like when I say long, like 2.5, 3 inches long.
Yeah.
And it it could get hard. And she had no ovaries. And
Whoa.
she had a vaginal opening. So she had a labia minora and labia majora, and she didn't have a scrotum.
All right. So elephant in the room. Did you still do it?
So what he say? He asked me a question. Huh?
Okay. Huh? All right. Hey,
No, the clip was too long, but nigga, that was too much like a dick for me.
oh,
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I asked you the question and you just shrugged. I was
No,
like, wow,
we was like,
okay,
me and this girl was more
props,
like
I guess.
we were more like she was more like, for me, she was like a science experiment, just to be honest with you. I was just real nice to her.
Yeah.
And she liked men.
This is locker room talk.
So, I mean, it started off like we liked, and then we got to talking, and she said, I got to tell you something about me. And I was like, what you got to tell me? And see, we didn't have all them, that time wasn't around yet.
The legal vernacular.
Yeah, we ain't have all that, that right there, them surgeries and shit.
Yeah.
And when she showed me, I was like,
Yeah, I can't fuck with that.
okay.
Yeah.
And then she explained to me what it was and all this other stuff. I said, I know. We talked about it in high school biology. I just never seen this before. Now, I didn't want to call her it or anything like that.
Mhm.
She is a girl. She wants to be treated like a girl because 90% of her sex organs are girls. She just had an elongated clit.
Yeah.
She can never have children.
That's sad.
But her mom and dad was supposed to pick
one.
Born,
Yeah.
and just have it removed, cut, but her mom didn't want her to not have sexual because it can end up where she never experienced an orgasm.
Right.
They cut the nerve tissue. If they damage the nerve tissue, she'd never have an orgasm.
Yeah.
And
So
then she
it's
can't
like
have
a
kids
female
for an
circumcision.
orgasm? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So
Wow, that's crazy, John.
that's really awkward. I mean, nigga, it's gonna be hard to get past that. Especially when you get excited, little motherfucker. You hard and she hard too. You wanna fuck? Yeah, you wanna fuck? Like, whoa. Whoa, big boy. You chill out there. Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, you would have a better chance of running into one of them. So you don't have to identify what the fuck it is you want.
I think it's still
Yeah.
soon.
Well, like that's what I'm like figuring out right now, I guess.
How you figuring it out? You ain't dating nobody.
Yes,
I mean, you just got out of something serious though.
How? Oh my God! Well, y'all. No.
I mean,
This is real shit.
If you're talking sex, then okay.
No. Listen.
Really? Okay.
You see this right here? You see that
Yeah.
tattoo? It says "Querida." I got another one on my stomach that says Lucy. Okay, I was in love with that motherfucker. That's why I got it tattooed on me. Well, she wasn't no ride or die bitch. When I got fucking locked up, she got down, didn't hang around, at all. Then I come out and like, what's going on? I'm gonna fight for my girl. You feel me? I'm young, and this motherfucker come down the steps. She got some dude finna go to our club, nigga. This is the same bitch that I stole mirrors. You know the floor mirrors where you can see what the sneaker look like on your feet? I stole 2 of them bitches from the PX just so I could learn how to sauce and get my fucking feet right. You understand? And you gonna take that motherfucker to the same club that we went to? Bitch, you got me fucked up. I whooped that nigga ass all over that goddamn thing. Like, you might go with him, bitch, but he gonna be dirty and a couple of fucked up. I know that. Better not take no pictures with him. You have a lot of explaining to do. And, but at the end, she didn't want me. So me and my home, and I'm talking about, boy, I was crying. Like I was upset. I was hurt.
Ugly crying?
Like bad. Until I got tapped on the shoulder and this motherfucking beautiful voice asked me in my ear. I hadn't even looked up because I got tears running down my. Are you okay? I was like, man, I could smell her by this point. I'm like,
You dried up so quick.
I am now. What's your name? And it was just back on the saddle again.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Now you got why I'm okay. So let me ask you this: you just got out the relationship, right?
Yes.
Did she leave you or you left her?
I left her.
Nigga, you supposed to be fucking already. What the hell you mean? This ain't nothing for you to get over. You the fucking left. The hell? You left. You left. I could understand. I would be more understanding if she left you. Like, he done got used to her. This dirty bitch. Poor Elmer. No, Elmer left me. The fuck wrong with you then? Well, whatever you thought it was okay to leave her for, go find the opposite of that.
Yeah.
You don't think it's good
you
to
ain't
take
gonna
time?
find shit in there in that room. Well, that's
You
a
don't
fact.
think it's good to take time, though? You don't think it's good to take time? Kind of like, listen, so he's also someone that has sat through relationship after relationship long term that never ended up in anything, that you ended all of them, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended all of them. Same situation, same scenario as I am. So don't you think it's better to take a step back and say, like, what have I actually been looking for?
If he, you know what, I can't disagree with that, but that's what the fuck he needs to be doing. He needs to be trying to figure out what, change your mind, change the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
Because it's not working.
Right.
That's why you keep getting the same fucking results. Okay, well, you tried it your way. Try it somebody else's way now. You don't try it your way, it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to sit down and identify what qualities you want in this woman. Start with physical characteristics, because them the ones that'll fuck you up as you get older. I'm telling you, the worse off she look, the worse off you gonna feel. Like, nigga, I'm old, bitch. You look real old. I can't do this no more. I'm gonna leave you. I'm telling you, I got the sneakers on, bitch. I got the sneakers on. But you had hip replacements, bitch. I can run good away from you with this bad hip. I'm just telling you. So now you need to worry about the physical as a thing. Then you need to fucking, what do you want from emotional connection? How do you want her to treat you? Okay. And then what kind of friendship do y'all want? Do you want a big girl? I know you don't want to be judged. I know that you want somebody you can just fucking be you with. Find a bitch who smoke weed. You smoke weed? I know. Don't answer that question. I already know. That's a
Come on, bro.
dumbass.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Huh? Man, I think I done got drunk watching y'all drink. Okay. So, you know you don't want a fucking goody. That's too goody.
Right.
Oh my God, you smoke weed? Next. Check, please. We're gonna check, please, our ass. Why? Because you shouldn't have to change you. That's what I'm saying. The bitch who's gonna be with you for the long haul, you get to be lazy, you get to be a weed head, you get to be all these things, and it just works. See how easy that is? Now you just gotta find her. Because anytime you have to adjust who the fuck you are, that ain't the bitch for you. I'm just telling you, if you gotta change who the fuck you are, that ain't the bitch for you. Because here's the thing. If this is the bitch for you on all levels, guess what's gonna happen? Nigga, you'll change by yourself. You will identify what is wrong because you don't want to leave this motherfucker. You don't want her to leave you now. You done left so many. Karma's a motherfucker, and it's gonna eat you up. Next time I see Elmer, he's gonna be the CEO in the Fortune 500 magazine talking about I know that motherfucker off TikTok and off the CKQ podcast. What? Look at Elmer go, Elmer. Motherfucking damn over American Express CEO Elmer. Like Elmer, it couldn't be the same Elmer. Ain't no goddamn. Oh my God. Hey nigga, congratulations. The weed on you, right? Yeah. That's what they mean when they say a woman behind every great man, there's a great woman. See, some women think that's all women. Bullshit. Behind every catastrophe is a goddamn woman too. So,
It's a fact.
uh-uh.
Man, speaking facts.
You get the wrong woman in that bitch, and she'll tear the fucking empire down.
Yeah.
No. Remember, wars and peace has started with a woman.
With a woman.
Peace and war has started with a woman. It was a whole group of women back in the day who took over the fucking the arms silo. Took that motherfucker over to get their fucking men to come home. Yeah. They said they was tired of not having no dick. This motherfucker keeps sending these men out the goddamn war. We're gonna fucking, you gonna have to go through us, nigga. You can't get no more beans and bullets. No beans and bullets, because we got this motherfucker locked down and they couldn't get it from him. So they had to stop and they had a big old feast. So wars have been stopped with a woman. Wars have been started at a woman, at a queen's request. Okay, motherfuckers done lost their life. So they powerful. A lot of them don't really understand how powerful they are. But what I'm saying is with you is if you find a woman who completes you, who enjoys what you like, she's better at certain things, you're better at certain things, and y'all just really vibe and you don't have to change, you can be completely honest with her. When she asks you, what'd you do today? You don't have to think about a lie and saying so you don't feel like she feels like you a bum or some shit. Shit, I ain't do shit today. Lazy ass fuck. You need me to come over there and suck your dick? You're like, you do that? You're like, you do that for me? Yeah, boo. I'm on my way. Do you want me to stop and get us some weed? Hell yeah. Like, nigga, I'm gonna marry this bitch, Clement. I'm gonna marry this motherfucker right here. This is my
if he is not, I will.
She don't put no pressure on you. How does your mom treat you? Does she put pressure on you?
Like now?
Yeah, now. Nigga, yes.
Well, now, no.
Did she?
Did she? Yeah. Yeah.
So do you live by yourself or do you live at home?
I live at home now.
And so does your mom put any pressure on you? You need to find a job. You need to go do something.
No.
She leaves you alone, don't she?
She leaves me alone.
Uh-huh. And you're gonna marry a woman who treats you just like that. You don't like that whole honeydew shit.
Yeah.
Nah, you can give me no goddamn honeydew unless you're a lie. I'm not doing this. I don't feel like doing this. Well, now, on a scale of 1 to 10, are you lazy?
See, like
How
4.
lazy are you? Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being lazy as fuck. 1 means not as lazy at all.
I'll say like an 8.
Okay, I'm about to say if you said a 5, you goddamn.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, come on, bro, you're capping hard right now.
You about an 8. So
Yeah.
would you be bold enough to tell a girl? So when a girl meets you and she starts talking, I want you to try this. Next girl you meet,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be 100% honest with this bitch from now on, all of them. I live at home with my mom. I'm lazy as fuck. I'm not really driven, but maybe one day I will be. And see what the fuck she says. You're laughing. I'm serious.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do it.
That's it.
What do you think I told my girl? I said, I live at home with my mom. I'm still in school. I fucked up my whole life, I believe, but I can try to get it back right. And hell, I was a hoe for the longest. Between 20 and 40, I fucked everything that wouldn't stand still and everything in between. And then I was like, I'm very kind and I'm very considerate. And I'm ready to settle down. And that's all she heard right there. That was her love language. I spoke it out, and she understood that. See, everybody else who wasn't going to work for me, that would run them away. And I knew it. As soon as I tell them about my mama living at home, my mama, that was it. Nigga, and how old are you again? Yeah, bitch, I'm over 40, Ian. What's your fucking point? I don't have to pay no rent, bitch. Then you do, ho.
That's a
I
fact.
can study in freedom, bitch. I'm on the dean's list, ho. So she was like, fine. I told her, hey, look, I don't like doing laundry. I don't like all that cleaning up shit. I don't like doing it. I'm lazy. I get around to it when I get to it. That's fine. A man shouldn't clean. Y'all don't clean that good, no way. So what you mean a man shouldn't clean? That's when we start talking about the political compatibility. See, I'm traditional and she was too, and I found it out. See, you find more out when you tell the truth. You stop wasting your fucking time. When you tell the truth to this bitch up front about who you are, she can't fucking say shit to you. Covered, nigga. You covered. And not to mention you slightly taking some shit away from her, she's gonna be more attracted to you. And you don't believe that. But I'm telling you, you just fucking try it. You keep trying that. You're gonna run into that motherfucking one who don't care about none of that shit, and she just like you. She just like you. It's something about you. She can't put her finger on it, but she just like you. And then one day, because she likes you and she accepted you, and you could tell her anything, and you did not have to put on no kind of fucking nothing. You could be who the fuck you are. Then you're gonna fucking become the element you were born to fucking be. On your own, by your goddamn self, with nobody saying nothing, and she gonna reap all the rewards, and you gonna feel comfortable giving her the fucking world because you know that's your ride or die motherfucker right there. And you will also know that you probably ain't never gonna find another motherfucker like this in your lifetime. So you better not fucking walk away.
Because of how long it probably took to find that one.
Because of how long it probably took to find it, especially if you do what I'm telling you to do.
Yeah.
Why you gonna lie though? But serious. I know it sounds really far fetched, but is that who you are?
No.
No, I'm talking about. But are you lazy?
Yeah.
Okay. You like weed?
Yeah.
You feel you want to do shit on your own timeline, right?
Yep.
So why lie? Because most bitches is not gonna expect that. You are competing against guys who they are fucking driven, they're focused, they know what they want. That's who you competing against. You got girls out there that don't like that. They scares them. They want a guy who's like you. They think it's fucking cute. They find they find like they want to grow with you because maybe they ain't got it figured out yet. And they know you're not going to get to put that pressure on them. How you know you ain't found somebody like you ain't run across somebody like that? You don't want that pressure on you right now. You just want to fucking have fun. And then the friendship will go from there. And you're going to find out you can't do without that girl. Telling the truth ain't never hurt, bro. Yep. I mean, it can. Don't get me wrong. I digress. No. Telling the truth can hurt. But I just think it's better being honest with a girl. Let her know what the fuck she's getting.
It eliminates wasting time on either side.
Yeah. Because you're going to get some goddamn reaction. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck? She going to check, please. Check, please. Don't touch me. Get away from me. If I came out with your loser, lazy motherfucker. But guess what? You're going to do just like that with that big old pretty smile laughing to myself. I avoided that bullet. I can't wait to tell Pop about this one. Hey, Dad, let me tell you what happened. This bitch check please my ass within the first 30 minutes. I said, damn, boy, you dodged the bullet, didn't you? Yeah, I did, didn't I? What you want me to tell you? Like, oh, you need to do this, and you need to do this, and you don't want to do it. I can tell you the shit till I'm blue in the goddamn face. You ain't there yet. You don't even know what the fuck you want to do. So how the fuck you gonna have a plan? You don't know what the fuck to plan for. I want to do something. Let me plan for it. Well, what do you want to do? I don't know yet, but I'm working on it. I'm planning it out in my head.
But I'm working on plan B for it.
And then when I figure it out, I'm gonna plan for it. What the fucking hell? No, nigga, I'm carefree right now. I ain't gotta think where in the world. and I just want to just live in this world right now. That's all I want. That I don't know nothing past when I go to sleep and wake up. Anything past that is a miracle. I don't know. It's a surprise to me. What you got going on tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow ain't here yet. Day by day, step by step.
Yeah.
You ain't but what? 20 what?
I'm 28.
Oh, you still a puppy. You all right. Clement, don't say shit. Y'all ain't in the exact same boat. you got an outline. Your brother ain't got an outline yet. You have an outline. If I ask him that, he know what the fuck it is he wants.
Yeah.
He knows. He has an outline.
A little bit.
Because he's old as fuck. He's almost 30 years old.
Oh man, bro, I'm an old
In
man.
a few fucking months, he's got gray hair and everything. You're a baby. you don't have to worry about none of this shit. You've got time. 2 whole fucking years at least.
Yeah.
I want us
grandkids.
I want us to watch this video real quick. All right.
My man like he want to shit real bad, and they got him working like against his end.
All right,
Never
you guys
look
ready?
down on the married man.
All
Who
right,
works
mute yourselves. Mute yourselves. Fair use, of course. Fair use.
What do you say if a guy was working a 9 to 5, married 2 women, had a couple of kids, going his 2 or 3 holidays a year, and he said to you he was happy?
I'd say congratulations. I would genuinely say congratulations. If you're happy with that, and I know that's like a pretty normal setup. If you're happy with that, absolutely congratulations, and I don't look down on you. That's perfectly fine. But some men are just not born that way. Some men are born with something else inside of them, with a fire inside of them, which cannot be extinguished by beans on toast, TV at night, 9 to 5, sitting around with your wife, a couple blowjobs a month. Some men are not satisfied with that. I know me as an individual, I could not be satisfied with that. That doesn't mean I look down on the people who are. Absolutely, congratulations. But my time on the planet, I guarantee, will be more eventful. I will die with more stories. I would have made a bigger ripple in space time because I refuse to comply with just the average, this is okay, you'll be happy with this, take it. There's always been that class of person. Even since the dawn of time, there's been the normal guy, and then there's been the dude who insists on conquering the world. There's been Napoleon who says, no, fuck you. I'm taking this and this and this. It depends what you're born with, right?
But that was good.
Good?
I did not know that there was another me out there.
Good question.
Say that again?
Huh?
Say that again, John?
I said I didn't know it was another me out there like that.
Yeah, that's Tate.
That was my age, nigga, from 20 on up. That was my attitude.
He was actually like a world kickboxing champion, that guy.
That was my attitude, period.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that?
Tate something. I forgot his last name, but he's a very like straightforward go-getter.
Yeah.
He didn't want to work a regular 9 to 5. So after his fighting career, he didn't want to get a regular job. So he decided to buy a mansion, got a bunch of women, and literally was like, all right, so you guys are going to start making, he pretty much pimped them out and on webcams. So like, all right, you guys are going to start making videos and webcamming out of this mansion. And like, whatever they pay you, you pay me, I give you a percentage. And then those girls they were making hand over fist money.
Yep.
And now those women obviously they started telling other women, other women started coming in, and like he like literally ran a whole company of just women doing webcam, paying him money hand over fist.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. He was until the feds got involved, because there was one girl that
really
was bigger than it, and he kicked her out to make her point. And she was like, he said like she made him the most money, but she was getting out of line, so he had to prove a point and kick her out. Let her know, like, listen, you're not that important to this establishment. So she got a little like annoyed about it and went to the cops. And the cops came to his door one day, and because he's obviously a girl and a guy in a mansion full of beautiful women, they were looking for any kind of reason to fucking shut his shit
Yeah. Was that illegal though?
down.
Because it wasn't necessarily prostitution. It was
Yeah,
on.
it is. Yes, it is.
But girls get cams and they get paid for it.
No, bro. Let me
That's
tell you
not-
the law on prostitution. Any kind of sexual gratification and money has been exchanged is prostitution. I don't
Really?
know if you jacking off. Did you nut? Are you going to nut? Then that's prostitution.
So like a peep show is
It's porn, but it could be if you getting charged. If she's willing to let you watch, while you willing to do this, and you're saying for her to, if she won't do what she's doing unless you pay her, it's fucking prostitution. Period.
right. So the loophole would be she's just doing what she's doing and you're jacking off to that, or you're masturbating. You're not asking her. You're not asking
You're
her.
spending time with this girl, and it's free. They have no case.
Yeah.
If she wants a man to look at her, play with herself inside the privacy of the doors on camera, ain't nothing they can do about that.
Yeah. So it's unless
They have porn laws, and then they're gonna bust your ass for one of them. It's either gonna be illegal pornography without a license, or they're gonna get you for tax evasion. You fuck around with tax evasion.
He also had like He also had firearms in there, so like they also got him for that.
How did the cam girls get away with that then?
Well, they busted him. They didn't really do anything to them. They just hit him for everything.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's cam girls out now. Like, how do they get away?
You get a license. You get a license. And you pay taxes.
You heard that OnlyFans is taking off.
Oh yeah,
explicit material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because they knew it was going to be illegal? Because
they're just trying to switch it to look, because they wanted more like banks to like wanted to get a little bit more loans and stuff from like different places, and with a stigma like, oh, you do porn essentially, they can't really get people to invest into them. That's why they're trying to like break away from that brand.
Right.
But now all these women are upset because they're kind of like, we made you all this money, and now you're just going to toss us to the side like we're a bunch of hookers.
Yeah.
Y'all are a bunch of hookers.
Yeah, you're a bunch of hookers. What do you mean?
That's what happens to hookers.
Yeah.
You are a hooker. What the fuck?
But listen, the whole point of that video, all right, because you guys are derailing the topic, all right? The whole point of that was I was saying, is there an in-between between a 9-to-5 guy and then the guy that wants to conquer the world?
Yeah. Is there in between?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's
I don't think I'm a 9-to-5 guy, but I don't think I'm a conquer the world type. I definitely want to break the mold. What?
I was him.
You for sure are him.
I'm just telling you, I don't even work a 9-to-5 now. Like, that was me. I have always wanted to be careful, motherfucking free.
Yeah.
But I want to fuck. Period.
Yeah. But Clem, I don't even think a 9-to-5 guy is a 9-to-5 guy. Like, I feel like everybody.
There are people. There are, like, listen, there's guys that I talk to in my company that they're content. They are content with just working their 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Going home.
Yeah, this is a thing.
Next day listen, it baffles me, but to them, they're kind of like, no, like I like this. Oh, then you want to go to school to get your license? So, like, since you're a plumber, at least go to school, get your license, open a company. Like, nah, I don't want all that stress. Like, I like coming here, and, taking my,
You got guys, listen, that like what he's talking about. Don't want to fucking run a company. They don't want to be a boss, nigga. I just want to get paid, do what I got to do, go home, fuck my bitch who gonna fuck me back, put some food on the table, nigga, and call it a day. That's it, and get up and do it all over again until I'm dead. But then you got motherfuckers like me that can't sleep at night, want to know, God damn, I wonder what Shawty doing. I wonder what Shawty look like. I wonder for many, many years until you meet the right person. And then I will not be content working a 9-to-5. That's not gonna happen. But I'd be content with just that one woman. But I had to learn how to be like that. because I've always been assertive. I've always been aggressive. I don't take no for an answer. You're not gonna tell me no. Just not. That's why I kill sales because I don't care what they said. I would keep going and keep going and keep pushing. I kept a couple with me for 7 hours, and they bitch said, "Yeah." Like once you came to that lot, I got you. It was over with. You was buying a fucking car. Come hell or hot water, you wasn't leaving. Then you got guys who just don't have that kind of drive. They don't have that kind of ambition, or they don't have that kind of confidence. One of them three.
Yeah, but it's like it's on a spectrum, right? Like confidence, pride, like ambition. It's like you land wherever you land because of where your range is. So like
you land based on your experiences too.
Yeah. So it's like so I feel like there is like that's why to me like there is no like 9 to 5 guy because like they landed where they landed, and you land where you land based on who you are, your experiences, stuff like that. So like it's not even I don't even think it's like a straight line. I think it's like a scatter plot of just random people landing wherever they are, and the world turns because some people land in the 9 to 5, some people land in the extreme, and then there's like a bunch of us that land right in the middle. Like I feel like based on what our personalities are, that's gonna like determine like where we land, and based on what personalities is our strongest. Like for me, I feel like my creativity is probably like the more dominant trait that I have. So what I want to do is anything that'll like support
your mind
and
really flowing.
Right, like to enable that. So
what do you do? Like, can you draw?
I feel like
you remind me of the artist if I've ever met one. All my friends who are artists, they act just like you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm serious as hell. Like, they don't want to do shit but that. And that's if you ask them to do any fucking thing, leave the house. No, want to smoke? No, nigga, I don't smoke. Want to drink? No, I don't drink. So what's up? Like, pretty much why you here? I want to see if you want to go. So no, I don't go nowhere. It's art gallery. Hell yeah, let me get dressed, man. I gotta catch
Yeah.
And they out. That's the only way. So do you draw or something? What do you do?
I write. I write a lot. I like to write a lot of my thoughts down. I like to write poems, stuff like that. Like I like to
that's actually a good Stanley just hit on the head, I think.
I feel like music
I'm with Stanley. I thought your ass was a singer or some shit. Like
like I feel like I would want to be, but I'm not any good at anything, like any instruments.
So let's not feel like that then. Let's keep on with the
yeah, I like thinking, and I like to write them down. I like to process my thoughts and like articulate them. So
you ever been on the open mic?
No.
Why you ain't did that? Why you not moving in them areas? What the fuck are you doing? I'm serious.
Yeah,
That's where you gonna find girls who like niggas like you at those places. What?
Right.
What Anton was talking about. Like when you know who you are, you know what you can find.
Yeah. Well, I guess
I'm trying to get you to see who you are. When you know who you are, that's gonna help you know who the fuck you need to be with. And if you're an artist, girls go to that fucking open mic and they eat that shit up because they are aware of how you are.
Yeah.
They know because I'm telling you, y'all art dudes are just y'all niggas is like this. It's how you are definitely an artist, and I've been picking up that vibe ever since I met you. Along with the thing that you was high most of the fucking time, but I know I picked that up.
What was I hiding? What was I hiding?
Oh no, that you was high, nigga, like high. You wasn't hiding shit. You wasn't hiding that. If you wasn't doing good, if you was trying to, you've been high every show. I know you have. Elmer, get the down because weed will bring that out of you. Nigga become a philosopher. I'm serious. Elmer been fired up a big one before he damn get on the damn podcast. Especially if you know I'm on there. I gotta smoke this dude. Fucking Black Wall Street's gonna be over to hear that shit. Not tonight. Anyway, yeah, man. And if you ever thought that if the rainbows was blue and they had yellow in them and then gold and then perhaps purple, then some of us, maybe not in this generation, but in generations past, the rainbows was all green. Like, what the fuck did he just say? You didn't hear what I said? Is my mic not working? What? Then don't even get why I didn't understand that just circle you just went in. Like, yeah, Elmer's high. I know he's high.
Elmer, what do you think of that though? Like honestly, what do you think that plays a lot more into who you think you are?
I think it's like on a spectrum. Like I'm creative, but like I've never had any interest in like displaying that part of it. Like I guess I never had like any. Like I never had any interest in the performance part of it. Like that's why I don't like. It's not that I'm like nervous or scared of open mics. I just don't want to do them. Like
You have no interest in it.
no. Like
You wouldn't go listen to him?
no. I
See
don't.
how your poetry stack up? I'm just asking the question.
No, I'm thinking about it.
Because I mean, from what we were talking about earlier today,
Yeah.
you were very much like you like comedy shows, you like comics,
Yeah.
you enjoy that lifestyle.
He
Definitely a
wants to
very
be
interesting
comedian,
lifestyle.
but he's
You know,
fucking
like,
scared.
what? Say
He
that
wants to
again.
be a comedian, but he's fucking scared. You
Yeah.
think I knew that about him?
I feel like I want to be more of like a curator, I guess. Like I feel like that's what like
Wait,
falls naturally with me.
a curator?
Yeah, like a curator of art, but like not going to an art museum, but like I like to show people like new different ideas, new different music, and new different like movies and stuff like that. That's what I feel like I would be like able to really excel because I can break down art good. Like I can see what art is, or I can see what the message is in something and break it down and explain it to people. So I feel like, and that's
Your
what,
perspective.
yeah, exactly, from my perspective.
Yeah.
But at least it's a perspective that people like
Well,
might
Gravitate.
relate
I can
to,
do that. I
might
can do
relate
that.
to, or they might find a new different way of thinking. But
Right.
I feel like that's where I not even making the art, but like breaking it down or like thinking about it. That's where I thrive the most, I believe.
Which goes back to fucking saying you wouldn't even go to the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true. I should go. But the problem is
You
most of it is bad. Like you go to an open mic and most of it is like stinks.
You can run across some nigga on they pretty fine with it. Some of them.
Yeah.
Go to the ones in New York. New York is known for having some real good ones.
Yeah.
But at least that's more like you can break that down. That's a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a conversation. That's a topic. That's something to talk about.
Right.
You can vlog that shit. You can make TikTok videos about that.
Right. Like that's where I've been like thriving the most is of TikTok, or like just like feeling better. I'm not getting any fucking views, but like that's where I'm like.
I tried to help you out, nigga. I watched about 8 of them motherfuckers. I liked all 8 of them. I watched them to the end.
He saw and
and
he
I
liked
liked
all of them.
You say what?
You liked all of them. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's that creative outlet.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
creative outlet is nice. I mean,
Yeah.
this.
TikTok, I ain't gonna lie, TikTok kind of fun, bro. Out of all the social media sites, I like TikTok the best.
It's fun as hell.
TikTok had me on that motherfucker for some hours.
Yeah.
Just flipping through the videos. Then I went to one dude was like, hey, you know you need 8 hours of sleep. I do need 8 hours of sleep.
Every once in a while.
Put your device on the charger and lay down and go to sleep. Okay. You're right. It's 4:00 in the morning. I'm watching the sun come up again. Thank you, Mr. TikTok, man. I'm gonna do what you said.
my buddy showed me a good one that he was just like, it was like a doctor sitting in it, like a full doctor. This was a serious doctor in a doctor's suite as well, you know. And he was looking at the camera, and he's just like, the 7 long-term effects of masturbation that no one tells you about. Number 1, memory loss. Number 2. He's like number 2. It was fuck you, John. That was funny, all right? I thought it was funny.
It was funny. I'm on TikTok right now trying to see how many likes I got.
Oh my God, what are you doing? We're on live. We're on live, bro. We're on live. The world is looking at us.
2,939, baby.
Yo, how do you get so much? I'm pissed.
Nigga, I'm active on TikTok. I don't know if you noticed, but I post a video every day.
Damn.
That's what I gotta say.
I play chess good, so I post chess videos.
He said, "Step it up, Elmer." He said, "Step it up, Elmer."
They like them chess videos. Most of my videos average about 340 views. I get a lot of views.
You got a niche.
I like chess. And then I dance on there sometimes. Or I'll put, I own being fat. I don't try to deny it, but I do fat shame. Or if you fat, this girl talking about some, if I'm fat, then why your dude talking about I'm thick in my inbox? I said, boo, you are fat as hell. You are about 5'3", 300 pounds. You are at least as much as I am, and I am 6'3". You need to lose 200 pounds effectively.
You need to lose a whole grown-ass man.
She do. Even if that bitch lost 150 pounds, she's still overweight. That's a lot of goddamn weight. 150 pounds and you still overweight. She ain't but a 5'2", 5'3". She like a whole tree stump.
So, all right, going back to what we're talking about. Elmer, after our talk, after what John has said, how do you think about approaching dating? Has it changed? Has it like, how do you feel about that?
I know what John is saying, and it's true. So I don't disagree with anything that John says. I just need, I feel like my biggest problem is attachment, I guess. I attach to a girl too quick and too strongly, and then I stay with them for a long ass time.
You compromise everything that you actually want.
Right. Yeah. So So right now it's just that I'm trying to figure out how not to do that.
Trust me, if you took my advice, you wouldn't have to worry about not doing it. Because you ain't fixing to get too many dates.
Yeah.
Nah. Because these girls date for potential. And you are moving all that. If this bitch dates you, nigga.
She knows what she's getting right off the jump, right off the cuff.
Yeah. She cannot tell you about her. She cannot tell you. She can't talk about you to her friends for a while. I mean, for a while. So I'm just saying, there ain't gonna be no duets going on TikTok no time soon. So don't even worry about that. So what does your man do if she don't even want to talk about it? You don't want to bring it up. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about your date. How was your date?
I mean,
yeah,
it makes sense to approach it that way, though.
Cause you that guy, bro. You can't ambush a bitch with how you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cause you're gonna end up being in a relationship. The reason you run, niggas, is because these girls thinking you got all this and they don't see it, and they waiting for it, and you feel the pressure of them waiting for it. Even if they don't say nothing, you can just read, and you get away before they hurt you. So you run away from them because you feel like they're about to run away from you.
Wow.
You drop them first.
You talking about me or Elmer?
Elmer.
Oh. Wow. No, you just said some shit right there. I felt that.
I'm just saying.
I felt that.
That's if you just be straightforward, you gonna meet that girl who just likes who the fuck you are, and it's beautiful. Trust me, you're not gonna go nowhere. You ain't going no goddamn where, and you deservingly need to attach to her ass quick. before she fuck around and realize what the fuck she got herself into. you need to hurry up. If that bitch say, you ever thought about yeah, you want to marry me today? Right now. Well, maybe next week. Damn, that's a long time away.
That's a long time.
Man, I can fashion you a ring real quick with this clothes hanger. You know I ain't got no job.
With this clothes hanger.
Well, I was thinking more like an arrowhead. Oh, my God. An arrowhead.
You make that shit sound so fun, but it's almost such a far off thing, man.
No hell it ain't. Let that motherfucker start hanging around art places. I promise you gonna find that bitch. I promise you. Have you ever really been around a lot of artists, like artists? Have you ever heard the cliche starving artists?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
They won't do a goddamn thing else unless art works. That's it. If the art don't work, they're not doing shit. Nothing else. They will lose an apartment, a car, children. They don't give a fuck. They passionate about that shit. They either gonna live as an artist or they ain't gonna live, period.
They usually with like girls with like a good career as well.
Yeah. Because the bitch came along when he was starving, nursed his ass back to health, and he opened up that creative flow. She became his muse. You think your ass writing poetry. Now let you find a bitch goddamn who take your ass exactly how you are. Don't never bitch about it. No complaints. Just let you live in this world. Shit, nigga, you be writing some shit that's ready for some books. You're like, God damn, this nigga published and everything. Hallmark want him. Everybody want him. Like his damn old lady goddamn done set a fire in his ass without setting a fire in his ass. What did you do? I allowed him his freedom. I think that's what we should do. Life is too short. He doesn't need to be constricted. Not my man. Not my man. He doesn't have all these damn rules. You don't make him clean up. Make Elmer do nothing. Elmer dick getting hard about a minute. Like, God damn, where that bitch at? Man, I gotta find that motherfucker up. Well, if I find that bitch, I'll marry her today. Shit. I won't never get away from her. And she won't never get away from me. Just be honest. That's all I'm telling you. Be honest. Try it. You done tried it your way. You keep finding the wrong bitches. You keep finding the wrong one. That last girl you had was not right. But I knew that on this podcast. She didn't want you on the show that night. She was ready for your ass to get off.
Yeah, she was yelling at me.
Every goddamn sign, but you thought it was not obvious. I can see that shit over there. Over there.
He saw it in Alabama.
Side.
He saw it, bro.
Yeah.
You on your right side, and after so long into it, she just wouldn't be fucking still.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she ready to get off this goddamn phone. She ready to go get off of there.
Yeah, she yelled at me.
She yelled at you.
Yeah.
What'd you say back? Nothing.
No.
You said something back.
I said, "This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm gonna do."
And what'd she say?
She said, "Okay, I'm sorry," and then she went to sleep.
You put your foot down,
John.
Yeah, bro. I'm so
John, I feel like you have like a negative image of me, dude.
Nigga, I think I bought in too much when you said, "Goddamn that." I like a bitch who just beating my ass. I'm like, what? Wait, what? I
like
believe you. You said that shit convincingly, nigga. I was convinced.
I like a girl I can fight. Is what I meant. Like I like a girl that isn't easy to beat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. No. I'm gonna need you to clarify some shit on that one, Elmer. I'm gonna need you to explain that one to me, baby.
Like I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Nah, you need.
He's an artist, bro. He wants a little bit of chaos.
You don't need to date nobody.
That's what I was asking you, John.
Yeah, bro. You need to stay alone for a little while, bro. Exactly. Stay alone for a little while. You toxic as hell, bro.
John, you need to hurry up and give him the weed, man. You taking too long on that. You got excuses, man. We just now hopping into it. So it sounds like you guys are giving Elmer some I don't know, some Big Brother talk or something.
Yeah.
No, not it was more like Elmer and I were talking about
He's my dad.
About growing up, the way we were grown up, and how it's made us, and how it's affected us in our relationships, and it's made us a little bit more, I guess, unsure of how to move forward. And then John came in and said, like, well, you're not really gonna know unless you hop out there and be completely, fully honest with who you actually are, and either she's going to accept it or not. And you're going to find that more girls are going to say no, but the one that actually does say yes is going to be a lot happier with who you actually are.
John is actually right on that one. You know?
Whoa.
Who said no? Yo, you don't agree?
No, I said whoa.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. what you thought I was gonna say, like, oh no, John is wrong again. You know, no. Because see, the thing is, man, like, see, some of these people, man, like, I guess modern men now these days, man, they're just too afraid. They're too afraid to, like, speak up. They're too afraid to give their heart. Same thing with the women too, though. But, you know, just to give you guys a game, sometimes, man, you got to take chances. You got to take a risk. You're going to get 1,000 no's, but one good yes. And maybe that yes is going to probably be like the woman that you're going to probably be married, if you guys are into that. You know, I mean, if not, I mean, just enjoy, like, your life. I mean, having, like, a girlfriend is not the end all be all.
Nope.
You know, if you don't get it, man, just man, find some other hobbies and activities, you know, or just continue on, like, you know, with the streams and stuff. And eventually, when you get down to your purpose, man, and you're at a point where you're financially successful to your comfortability, man, they're gonna all fall in suit, man.
And then that's when your ass better be worried about who the fuck you pick. I ain't bullshitting. Yeah. He M3 laughing. He know I'm right. You that's when you better fucking watch out.
Yeah, and that's a different level.
that's when you don't know if she like you or what the fuck she like.
Yeah, because she's now suddenly going to be that perfect girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to watch paint dry? Sure. Anything, as long as I'm with my king. Yeah. Okay. Next. You better check, please, that ass.
Well, at that point, then you might as well probably get yourself like a dog or a robot.
Yep.
You know,
a dog or a robot. Goddamn.
Hey, y'all laughing about them robots. Let me goddamn tell you something. You let my damn crypto hit, I'm gonna get me one of them goddamn robots. I done told already about that. Hey, that $1 million, that's $1 million robot. That bitch bad as fuck. I'm talking about
I'm assuming your wife's not on the stream, right?
You know she's gonna be flying out there from where's your wife from, John?
She from the Philippines.
She's gonna fly from the Philippines and beat that robot's ass, though.
I told her that robot ain't got no feelings. It's a fucking robot like a toy. It's just a really deluxe model vibrator. So, I'm talking about the nanotechnology is just like stupid. The AI, it learns how your personality is. It learns how it knows it's already pre-programmed to be submissive, agreeable, all these things, and to pout and to flirt with you and all of this. And then it spends like 3 hours learning you and how you respond to things and observing you. And then the programming takes place and it just fits for you. I was like, fucking wow.
The only thing I'm concerned about is that I want for it to have like the cook button. So whenever I need my meals prepared, press that button, get in the kitchen.
Nah, like the one I'm talking about, they cook. Like they do everything.
Oh, they do everything. Okay, everything. Okay.
No, listen, they walk with a normal gait, with a human gait. Like it's rich ass Japanese man that's got a couple. And I saw one on a YouTube video. Go on YouTube and look at the robot wives, the real robot wives with skin. Oh my God, I'm talking about they are beautiful. Beautiful robots, right? They look real as hell. from a distance, you cannot tell that that's a robot. You think dude
Okay.
5 foot ass is with a badass broad.
Yeah. And John, you can give her like muscles and like you can cut her hair and shit. Make her
Say
hair
what?
really short. Never mind.
Yeah, you can get her hairstyle however you want it.
I mean, yeah, you can get the Butch version, Elmer, the one that will pick you up, throw you against the wall like a rag doll.
Carry you down the aisle.
Yeah.
They can adjust their robot strength. So you be careful about what you ask for. Fuck around your ass. I'm in an abusive relationship.
When my
robot get right with a
robot is
robot.
abusing me.
Elmer, are you back on the podcast? Get your ass back here. You're lying to me. You're lying to me. Oh, that hurts.
Ooh, I think for men, you have to be on task and on point, man. You know what I mean? So, because there's gonna be times where you are in a good space, financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and everything else. And there's gonna be times where you're going through a hard time. You're trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? You don't know when your next meal is coming or when your next career opportunity is coming. You don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to figure life out. So you always got to be focused and really key in to your inner self and really make yourself, healthy inside and out. It starts on the inside first, and then it'll show on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So, I do agree that I will say this: every man is looking for a mate that's submissive and someone who is going to play that female role. There ain't nothing like a submissive woman. I'm telling you. She could look like Flavor Flav, man, but if she's submissive, man, she'll have all the guys after her. All the guys will be checking for her. She'll keep a man. And you have a girl who looks good, and she's like, why can't I get a man? Because you ain't submissive. You know what I mean? And I've even turned down women for them not being submissive. They've been some baddies, too, man. And I was like, oh, you ain't submissive? I'm cool. Because the headache you're going to have to put up with, you know what I mean? For a long term, it's just not worth it. It ain't worth it. You know what I mean? If she's manipulative, you know what I mean? If she's controlling or she wants to control things and she's just doing little things behind your back, she's going after different people that are in your life, whether it's your family, your friends. She's doing little sneaky stuff or whatever. She's spending money behind your back. She's doing a whole bunch of just craziness, man. May have another dude on the side and everything. You're like, what in the world is going on? Who is this woman? And you provided her with great opportunities and maybe a great lifestyle, but she is trying to sabotage your stuff because she wants to be in control because she's toxic. And I think a lot of men have a problem with trying to check toxic women. If a woman is toxic, you got to check her. You got to check her and let her know. And if she don't fix that behavior, I don't care who it is. It could be your own mother. If she don't fix that behavior, hey, listen, our interaction need to be small and minimal because I'm not going to deal with that. You know what I mean? You're not going to add stress in my life where it's not something that I have to be stressed out with because you just want to be a witch. I ain't gonna say the other word, but y'all know what it is. So.
He said a mouthful then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said a mouthful. I done seen my homeboys who got wives who, like, I talk to them and they be like, yeah, he don't tell me, and I'm like, man, I be wanting to tell him like, dude, how you fucking marry this bitch? Like, this motherfucker be with me, ain't no goddamn fucking way, bro. Like, it just give me gas just listening to my ass. Like, just
you think those guys are a little bit more of in a desperate situation?
Hell
not
no,
even a desperate, not a desperate situation, but more like they thought that was
they in a situation where it's like way cheaper to keep her. Like they
thought that was they were stuck. Yeah, exactly. They were stuck.
They be having like multiple fucking kids buying child support. They would never live a fucking decent life. So they might as well just stay there, at least until the kids outside of child support and pray that motherfucker don't want to go to college. Like, why don't you talk your son to going to college? I ain't talking to him about a goddamn thing. He his own man now. He make his own damn choices. Hell, if he don't want to go, he ain't got to go.
Y'all know a family member that's like that right now. She
next year.
Oh, go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
No,
I know a family member right now who's still paying child support, and his kid is of age, and she's only doing that because she just wants to be vengeful because he's not with her. and she has a job in law enforcement. Yes, she wants to attack my family member and make him pay child support, even though he don't have to anymore. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys are afraid, man. Like I said, they feel they're afraid because maybe they may be trapped financially. They're afraid because maybe she really is crazy and she'll try to come after you and try to take your life or somebody else's life, or the new girl you moved on with, she try to take her life. You know what I mean? Or, sometimes they're just insecure, man. They're just insecure and they feel like they can't find nobody else. And this is all I got, because she done bamboozled them with the coochie. Now he's coochie bamboozled, and she done messed with his mind, and he's just gone. That boy gone.
Like PJ Washington.
Or sometimes too with men, sometimes they get in the mind frame of, and this is really dangerous for men too, because once you get here, man, it's really hard to break out. I'm too old. Woo, man. When you get in that mind frame as a man that you are too old, oh man, that's
Your
sad.
life over with at that point.
Yeah, it's really over with at that point. You gonna have to. It's gonna have to take somebody. It's gonna take like something like God like to happen to get you out of that, man.
Like you can't even let a young nigga put you in that frame of mind, bro. You just gotta always know where you just gotta know, bro. It is not too. You ain't never too old.
Word.
You just your choices are still just like they were earlier. That just don't, because you got better with time. You gotta always keep that in the back of your mind. Because the day that you don't have that bitch in the back of your mind, nigga, that's when you go to looking at pistols a whole different fucking way. You like, this bad. You like, I'm trying to marry this hoe tonight, bitch. We got a date. We got a date, nigga, in the car. Me and you, bitch, we going out tonight, and I ain't coming back.
The woman will get rid of you quick, fast, in a hurry. She will. She'll get rid of you quick.
Not in the Elmer's situation.
You could die and she'll get rid of you.
Like draws, boy. Bitch, you fired. You're fired.
That's why, fellas, man, you gotta protect your seed, man. You can't just be spreading seed to like anywhere.
Talk about it.
Take PJ Washington for example, man. He's a basketball player. Got kind of bamboozled by an older woman, and she knew what she was doing. I forgot, Brittany Gardner or something, or Renner. That's her last name. Okay, yeah. And the thing is, man, like, I feel bad for the brother situation now, man. Like, you got a kid, she dipped out. Now you can't really see the kid, but you have to pay your baby mama like $200, like $1,000 like a month, and you're still like in your rookie career. But yet at the same time, you knew what you was getting yourself into. She made a video about how dumb like athletes are, and she gave the people the game, the playbook,
Hey.
and you still felt like, oh, well, I'm gonna wife her up, she's gonna be mine, and I'm gonna be the guy to change her, and she's gonna fall in love with me and all this other rainbows and sunshines and stuff.
But see, that's what happens though. Like, listen, bro. This is what I said on the last podcast. When you don't have your own playbook, you're gonna fall for all the fucking trends. He fell for her because she's a fucking trend. Nobody else. If I was assigned a pro football contract, couldn't no IG bitch talk to me except to give me some head. And I can't get her pregnant through her mouth. But she can't give me nothing but some head. I don't want your old pussy because I know I'm not getting you pregnant. I just want a blowjob. I ain't know. Yes, you are, bitch. How much you want? Yes, you are. And I want to record it. I'm a dog. Like, you want this attention, bitch, I'm going to give you all the attention you want. But this the kind of attention you're going to get from me. Straight sex on your knees, bitch. Let's go. The one that I fucking actually get a seed to, she going to be a woman who thinks like I think. She going to be a woman that fits that Proverbs 31 because I have a blueprint. I have a blueprint. And that's my blueprint. She fit that, I can rock with her. Because the Proverbs 31 woman ain't going to be on Instagram like that. Proverbs 31 woman, she's going to know that she needs to care for the home just like I do. She knows that she needs to fall. When I fall short, she picks up. She knows that. And she's going to love me like God loved the church. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I don't have to worry about all the other shit. I ain't following no damn trend. You ain't get my damn sperm. Have me paying half this shit out. I get hurt, and I still got to pay you 200-some thousand. I had a homeboy that played with the Washington Redskins like that. That nigga had to sell everything to keep from going to jail. Had to sell his motorcycle. He got hurt. Had to sell everything just to pay child support so he wouldn't go to fucking jail. $45,000 a month was the lowest they would get that shit down to. He's like, I ain't in the league no more. I'm a normal nigga. I don't know what to tell you. We don't know about your investments, your assets. You failed to do this. 45,000 is all the adjustments you get. See you in 3 years. You have to wait. Nigga have to wait 3 years before they'll look at his case again.
Wow. Shit.
He started back selling dope.
Can't blame him there.
Yeah.
His name,
Yeah. Get out.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Look, Google him. Larry Bowie. Played with the Washington Redskins. Graduated from Anderson High in 1992.
Man.
That's why you need that virtuous wife, man. You know,
You got
the
to.
one that will bring value to your life, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's so rare that you don't need to spoil her. You can trust in her. You don't have to spoil her. Her husband safely does trust in her, so he shall have no need to spoil.
Yep.
All right,
I have a
Okay.
question to Elmer. Do you think that you can genuinely trust like the women that you've been with?
Like, I don't know. I don't know if that was the reason why I decided to leave him, because
No, I'm not saying that's the reason why you decided to leave him, but I'm just saying like
I'm saying, like, I don't know that, like, I feel like I never trusted them. So at some point I was just like, it's okay to dip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I thought I trusted them. Well, I thought, like, I loved them, but really, like, it was an image that I was in love with.
Yeah,
So it was the image that I trusted. It was the image that I committed to, but it wasn't real. So there was nothing holding me there. So I left.
Okay.
So until I can, like, break free of that, because I keep fucking doing it and I'm a fucking asshole. But until I break free,
I get it.
until I can break free of that type of thinking, then I feel I can truly, like, love a girl and trust her and commit to her.
Okay. Elmer, let me ask. What is, like, blocking? Like, what is causing you to have trust issues?
Fuck, like, like, I don't know. Like, that's what I'm, like, in therapy for. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let me ask you. All right, let's get down.
It could be. I don't know.
Well, okay, let's get down a little deeper, right?
Go ahead.
Okay, so with the women, I'm just going to assume maybe probably been around with like 2 or 3 women. Let's just use that imaginary number, right? And you get into a relationship with them, whereas, like, you think that you're in love, but it was more of like the external attributes. And so then you realize, you come to a conclusion, like, you know what? On the inside, I don't really trust her with all my heart like that. So I can't feel that attachment. Well, with the first woman that you was probably in love with, in a relationship with, have that person ever broke your heart, broke your trust? Because that could be a trickle down effect with other relationships with women.
Yeah.
Or it could be a parent as well too. But
we carry trauma just like women carry trauma.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from what I know of Elmer, I mean, clearly you can answer it yourself, but I'm going to assume that was not the scenario in this. I'm going to assume that what led to the downfall of most of your relationships was the fact that you weren't honest with who you actually were. You gave them the version of you that you knew they wanted to see.
Right.
Not who you actually wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's why he said I hit something a while back. Because I was like, you going at these girls, you giving them something that you think they want. But then when the real Elmer show up, you starting to get a sense that they ain't liking that ass, and before they can hurt him, he get rid of them.
And that's why you don't trust them, because that's why, because they don't.
You can't trust them, nigga, because you creating the non-trusting
Exactly.
factors. You're lying.
Yeah.
So it's
created
like
that
it's not
environment not to trust.
Yes. That's
It's
what I
not
tried
even-
to tell you, nigga. Tell this bitch up front. I'm lazy.
It's not even their fault. It's just that.
Right. Just tell her, hey, look, I'm
Yeah.
lazy. I don't know what the fuck I want to do in life right now. I'm a good dude, but I don't fucking know. I like smoking weed. I live at home with my mama. I'm gonna want some pussy every now and then. And if you talk rough to me, I might like that shit. I'm just saying. But that's who you getting. And if you don't like that, then I can just end this right. Wait. Who said I didn't like that? Sit down. Sit down. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what
It's-
the fuck I want either, and I don't want to be judged. And there you go, Mrs. Elmer, just right there. Better marry that bitch, because there ain't a lot of them out there.
And this is what I said. Oh, go ahead.
This is
Oh,
what
man.
we got to keep in mind, though. Women are the most deceitful creatures in the world. Okay, that's why they wear all that makeup and all that. They didn't take that makeup off. They don't look nothing like what it looked like when that makeup was on them. So if they can cap, God dang it, I'm a cap too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you got to make them earn that right to be that woman. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? You can meet her and she can say, "Oh yeah, we cool or whatever, we good." But man, she be messing with all these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because women make you earn, you know what I mean, the right to be in certain positions. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they come in with ulterior motives already. They already kind of know what they want to do with you. They already kind of know where they want to be with you. Even if she's an airhead, she still will know, okay, I want to use this man for this, that, and the third. I want to get my hair done. So you know what? I'm gonna go talk to, Joey over here because I know Joey gonna make me get my hair done. You know what I'm saying? I know he'll do whatever I ask him to do. All I gotta do, I just gotta play with his junk real quick, make him feel like a man, and he'll do whatever I want. Trust me, I know this. I've been around plenty of women. You know what I mean? That's how they think. You know what I mean? That's how females think. So they're always on a mode where they're always on a mission of different things that they want. And if there's something they really want, oh man, dude, they'll do anything. They'll have sex with your best friend, your father, your brother, whoever. They don't care because some women want to live a certain lifestyle, and that's just really the bottom line.
I think that's the same idea that guys are always looking for sex as well. Like we're gonna do anything for
that's
sex.
more the reason for him to be honest with these girls, because they can stop expecting all that shit from them. Like I can't expect to get shit from him like this, and just get him on out the way. Because one thing
guys will say anything for sex.
A thought, which is what you just described, she gonna keep it pushing, nigga. You ain't got no money. You ain't working. Nah, fuck this shit. I'm out. Because I know, like you said, she can get it from Mr. Johnny. She just got to play with his junk real quick and go get her hair done. You're exactly right. And they ain't finna fuck with no nigga like Elmer. It's like, it's just not finna happen. That's a waste of their fucking time. Because there's ballers that's after them that's got money and will spend that money and whatever they got to do, they ain't got to do much to convince this nigga. They really want to get pregnant by that motherfucker. So I ain't finna waste my time with Elmer. Elmer just got to be around somebody who's going to accept Elmer for Elmer. Because if he don't, and he got to keep living a lie, because he ain't ready yet. He just ain't ready yet. He ain't ready. He don't know what he want to do yet. I mean, should he want to know what he want to do? Yeah, what somebody should do and what they doing are two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? When I was your age, I was ready. Like I had, I don't know, about $80,000-$90,000 in the bank when I was in jail. I had been in Blackwater. I stayed with Blackwater for 2 tours. My friend got killed on the second tour, and the tour is only 3 months long. So I had money, and I had real good credit, and I had baby fever. So I was ready. But you just weren't ready. I mean, I did a lot of fucking hoeing around earlier before that. So I think they got me ready faster because I started to notice the same motherfuckers go to the same clubs. Even when you go out of town, the same club bitches be there. It's like watching groupies. I'm like, damn, this is getting old. And it got old for me. And I wanted to be with one person.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's
okay.
Wait, hold on.
I think
Wait, I do
Okay.
have a question to ask. I was going to ask, well, Elmer, right? Why do you feel that you have to, I guess, live or act in a certain way to match the needs of the women that you're surrounding yourself to be with?
That's a good question.
I guess it goes back to how you were raised. I guess like I was raised, like I was just being told like this is the kind of guy that you have to be for any girl. Really.
Fact.
Hmm.
The Prince Charming. You gotta be the Prince. You gotta be that perfect guy.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta do whatever it takes to please mom. You gotta
Yeah.
make mom happy.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Which in actuality, the way it really works is the more you piss this bitch off, the more in love she gonna be with you. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Always, I'm serious as hell. Just being an asshole, like keeping her always off balance. Motherfucker just, oh, I can't stand them motherfucker, but I love him so goddamn much. Make me so fucking mad.
That's
Oh,
the
but I
annoying
love
thing.
him.
I'm not gonna
Man,
lie.
John taking me down a memory lane, man.
That to me, that's just the annoying thing. Just because it's like it's not in my nature to, or just it's not the way I was raised to want to be.
Yeah.
So now listen, to all those women that get annoyed when they hear like Kevin Samuels essentially say like, "Hey, this way that you've been living your life is counterintuitive to how men actually want you to be." Hearing you say like, "This is what women actually enjoy," is more like counterintuitive to how I was raised to think women work. And it's kind of like it's very frustrating and annoying to hear that sometimes. It's kind of like, all right, so they don't want me to actually be like a nice person.
Well, you could be kind. Well, hold on. You could be
kind.
But you can't be.
Yes, nigga.
So, well, okay,
Yeah.
so and now the dilemma that someone like myself will run into is if you've grown up being a certain way most of your life, and now you suddenly have to shift to a completely different way, how are you going to know where that gauge is on that certain parameter? You're going to go too far sometimes. You're not going to go far enough sometimes. Some
Well, you
people
gotta-
might look at you as like people might look at you as like you're just faking it.
I can help
Well,
you with that one.
CKQ. Hold on, let me say this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this to CKQ, then I'm gonna say this to Elmer. I think like I always say, people have to earn the right to be on certain levels in your life.
Motherfucking words out my mouth.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They gotta earn that right, bro. If they
That's
ain't
what
earn
I
that
was
right,
about to say,
then
Mr. Hall of Fame.
don't put that medal on their jacket if they ain't earn it. And you know that, Black Wall Street, because you've
Hell
been in the
yeah, bro.
military.
That's
You
what
know
I was
that.
gonna say, bro. Like you make this bitch earn that niceness. Make her earn that kindness. She ain't earned that kindness yet.
Yeah.
Why should I call you back when I say I'm gonna call you back, bitch? You ain't nothing to me.
Yeah.
But you gotta get into that level and mindset.
Let me
When
say
they
this
say
to
why
Elmer.
you call me, bitch, why should I call you?
Yeah. Let me say this to Elmer. I think you just need to, in my personal opinion, you can do what you want, but you're your own man, so do what you think is right. I think you just need to, just get yourself focused and just work on yourself first. Because I think a relationship for you right now is not the best thing. I think you're trying to figure a lot of things out. So figure those things out first, man. Figure them out. Until then, have your fun. Have your fun and get to know different people, and and just enjoy life, man. You know what I mean? And when you find yourself, the right woman will be there. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulder, man. No homo. You're not a bad looking dude, man. And it seems like you have a good upbringing. So you have both your parents in your life, so you have a good upbringing. So you have good balance. But now you just have to find yourself and find out where you really want to be and who you want to be. And once you find that, man, everything else will fall right into place. You know what I mean? Fall right like dominoes. Easy.
Yeah.
It really will. You may want to have fun in some of the venues that fit you best so that you're in the right area. You know what I'm saying? So that when you're ready, when you figure out, think of this hypothetical for just a moment, right? So let's say, and this is just a hypothetical. This is only an example, right? So let's say you say, you know what? I'm gonna take Black Wall Street advice. I'm gonna take Mr. Hall of Fame advice. I'm just gonna fucking work on myself. I ain't worried about shit, right? And I'm gonna go check out this fucking open mic because these niggas garbage, and I know I'll write much better. So then this guy's gonna notice that you come there. Let's say you like it and you like the vibe and shit, and you like the fact that they smoke weed at the tables. You like that. It's little things that you like about it. And then one night, dude comes to you and be like, "Hey, so we had a guy with MC. He left, and would you like to? Can you do this like part time for me until we find another one? Blah blah blah." And you'll probably say, "Yeah, because I could use the extra money." And then you do it. See, you are a little bit of a curator. Then you find out you got a niche for it, and you kind of like the shit. Then you've been blogging about it or whatever, and you get upbeat, and then you get noticed by these different females. And motherfuckers is coming up to you talking, well, what was he talking about when he said this? Well, I mean, when you listen at that, it's like this, and this is what he probably meant. Da da da. Is that what you got? Well, nah. But what I'm saying is, you in that fucking arena. You may have been single now for like a year and a half, 2 years, but you are around people who like the kind of shit that you like to do personally in your own personal life. So you on the right target. You on this map right here in this area. So if you was to meet a bitch up out of there, y'all are already gonna be vibing a little bit because she likes poetry, you write poetry. Well, goddamn, she probably can't write poetry. So you got a compliment and you got a compatibility. She likes it but can't do it, and you like it and you can do it. So if you met somebody out of there, she understands what comes along with being artsy fartsy. And at this point, you got a job. You got a full-time gig doing some shit that you kind of want to do. And then you see, well, you know what? I might want to open up my own comedy spot. Not comedy spot, my own poetry night, and open up a club and goddamn have a comedy night, have a comedy and have a poet night, and some strippers and some dominatrix and all kinds of shit. Man, I got a good imagination, but I'm just saying this is just hypothetical. That's how important it is. That's what Anton was talking about when he said moving in his circles. Like people be around certain people that they vibe with. In like they circles, they move in their circles.
And that's why he said like the biggest important thing is like men should not be going out looking for their wives in places. They should be going out creating a social network, and your wife will be inside of that social network. That's where she most likely is. If you're going out trying to find her, you're most likely going to find someone that is not your exact match. But when you're moving around like you're supposed to, if you're moving around like you're supposed to and creating your social network, she will be part of that social network.
Exactly. Like look at movie stars. Who do they marry? Other actors. Yeah. Who do rappers marry? Other rappers. Even MMA fighters. They marry other MMA fighters. They don't marry bodybuilders and all that. Understand what the fuck? Like they marry women who understand. Like this nigga is gonna be grumpy sometimes. He got a bad attitude. He can beat the fuck out of most niggas that come in front of his face. So you need to keep this motherfucker calm down. And he works out a lot. He has to train. She understands what the keep is. She can't just cook anything. Like she knows what come along with this, because she runs in that circle. He's not the first MMA fighter that she's fucking either dated, or even if she's the first one, she's been around it all the time. Maybe she's the MMA fighter. You understand what I'm saying? Martial artists normally marry other martial artists, and because they understand, bodybuilders marry other bodybuilders. Because they fucking understand each other. Like, he don't need to explain all this. How you gonna be like this, and then you gotta explain to her, well, why you just can't eat this? That's frustrating. Because I fucking can't. It's gonna put 5 pounds of water on me. It's just 5 pounds, bitch. I'll lose. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm glad you cooked, and you'll get tired of it. So you want somebody who understands you.
You gotta be around with like-minded people.
Like-minded
these people that say that opposites attract. That sometimes that's BS.
Lie. Opposites are in your ass up in the divorce court. I ain't never seen what nigga fat and skinny that attracts, that fits. But tall and short, that attracts, that works. But that whole the way y'all think, nigga, opposite. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. That don't work. No, because the
Works for a
opposite of
night.
me, I can live with that motherfucker. Because I know what I believe in. And if you believe exactly opposite of me, Clement, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It won't fly with me, buddy. Nah, you can miss me with all that noise.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it makes me kind of think, like, maybe, like, okay, as far as, like, with the streamers, right? People who's doing streams, like, consistently, I think, you know, within that network, you might find, I don't know, like, the Mrs. like CKQ or the Mrs. Elmer or something like that. You just got to find the type of, like, women that fits in your category. That's
It's
all.
possible. It's possible.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you
right
know,
now,
John,
like,
you know,
I'm like
John got
this
his.
Hall of Fame. I wouldn't date right now. Y'all young men, bro, y'all need to damn, you know. Hey, you know what I'm saying.
You know what? Can't really hear you.
You know what the fuck? You know what I'm saying. Read my mind. You don't need to
No, I can't reach your mind.
right now. You just need to tap that ass.
Very much.
That pussy. Don't worry about being with no one person. Enjoy life. Have fun. Figure yourself out.
Yeah.
Just like he said.
That was the beginning of the stream, and how that ends. That's how we ended up in the situations that we're in. All right. So,
What?
So that didn't work out too
Whipping
well.
pussy?
Trying. And
Well,
then
don't
ended up.
whip it then. Just kind of tap it a little bit, tickle on it, but don't make it where it won't just stay forever.
Bro, look at y'all trying to get you demonetized, CKQ.
Trust me, we said a couple things a while back. If my channel, it had a good run. I had a good run.
Yeah.
It's been a solid run on YouTube. I've demonetized after this,
Yeah.
but this was a good show, guys. All right.
Plus, women desire men who are around multiple women. They desire that because they know that there's something about you that's bringing that light. They see it. They're like, oh man, he's around this one, he's around that one. I wonder what he's about. You know, because women are nosy. They're very nosy, and they're very competitive. Yeah, they're very competitive. You think men are competitive? Oh no, women are the most
competitive, bro.
Word.
Even though they say they don't like that competition, but boy, oh boy, they'll be willing to fight for that.
Tell what? Who you telling? Shit. They even when you tell them you got somebody, they still be like, I'm patient. What?
What? It's never gonna happen, girl. It's never gonna happen, girl. Like, what you talking about?
Yeah, that's why they be going through all these like different kind of like simps or beta males, however people call it, until they come right back into like this, you know, certain alpha type of dude. Because, you know, they get lonely and they need somebody to kind of fulfill their time while they're missing you. So that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, gentlemen, this is it's been a good night. All right, it's almost 12 o'clock here.
all right.
Well,
I
even
just want
on
to
Monday,
say,
your stream run long.
I just
What
want to
was
say,
Even
thank
on
you.
Monday, your stream run long.
Wait, what's that?
I said Monday, even on the night, your stream run long.
Yeah.
We had all men, all men. You know what?
This was
It's
originally
crazy 'cause
supposed
when
to be
I
a
hop-
me and Elmer talk, you know. But it started out as that. But I mean, I'm glad you guys came on because we can only learn so much with our 28, 29 years of experience of life.
Yeah, it's like Josh said, we're blind.
Yeah, two blind men trying to figure out who's gonna drive the car.
Y'all sound like two goddamn blind men trying to drive a car.
Yeah, so it's definitely good to hear, you know, different advice from people with a little bit more life experience. So thank you guys for coming up.
Anytime.
Definitely learned a lot, and I'm thinking these some Mondays, maybe these might be about like Monday streams, less of a show. The Wednesdays will be the show, but more of the Mondays will be a little bit more
For the boys.
I think
for
it
the
should be
boys
Monday
or-
night men talk.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
I'm for real, like never have no women on there, just men. They would talk about different things.
Monday
All
Night
right.
Raw. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
men
all
talk.
right, y'all. I gotta go. Later, y'all.
All right.
Later.
All
It's
right.
coming.
All right, yeah, everyone. All right, you guys take care.
All right,
Three,
later.
thanks.
On 3.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Nah.
Whole but
Have you stopped streaming?
this was no, not yet. But this
Oh,
has
okay.
been a good broadcast. Anyone still watching? Thank you for coming, and we are going.